Yo, what up? It's your boy MoeCheeze, aka Grits, broadcasting live from the Country Roads Diner. This is the Country Roads Experience, as you know. As you can see, I am decked out and donned out in my Georgia gear. So if you don't like it, keep watching any damn way. Hey, we gonna get the show started. I got a special guest already on hold with me. Y'all give me 1 second. Y'all know how we get it started. Let's go. Producer.
Let's start the show.
This is a podcast.
Before I bring the man with the plan on, let me give you an idea of what we do on First Fridays. Actually, they are funny First Fridays. If you didn't know, if you haven't seen the video, I don't know where you went. If you didn't come out to the last show, that's on you. And if you tried to come out to the last show and walk in, you probably got turned away because it was sold out, which is a good thing.
And we going worldwide with this one. Feel good music. Yeah. Gave Patty her bells, made Martin the king. All it took was a hustle and a couple of beans. Mind full of big dreams, settled out of poker. Had to leave from a city, cut I hate it local. World, look at me now. Oh, they loving the kid. Where were you at when I was traffic? You stuck with them bricks. I was stuck with them bricks. I was stuck with them bricks. And they had the nerve to tell me, make it back the best way you can, young nigga. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the view. You gotta get up, get out and get something. Sleep equal whole lot of nothing. You have a whole lot of everything, but it don't mean nothing. You ain't riding, no.
Joining me, I got the pleasure to have the man that brings it to you in Columbus, Georgia. I have Mr. Cecil Rogers here with me. I would even say my mentor. Definitely look up to this young man on the other side of the camera. Cecil, how you doing today, sir?
We really gonna go into mentoring and young man. I don't got no money to give you, man. Like that was just too much.
Hey,
but let me tell you, man. Like that graphic for the Valentine's show is awesome. I can't tell you thank you enough for how you present us. I mean, I really appreciate it.
not a problem. Not a problem at all. It's something that I can definitely get behind, something I support, and something I believe in. I believe the shows have obviously increased in size from show one. Each show seems to get bigger. So I would just tell people, if you're watching this, you probably need to go ahead and dial the phone number, which is 833-22-FUNNY, and find out how you can go ahead and get your tickets, because I expect for the tickets to be sold out fairly quickly.
Yeah. I mean, well, you know, I need to let people know a couple things about the next show.
Okay.
Thing number one is we will no longer be at Warehouse 9. Due to scheduling issues, my wanting to make sure that we were on every first Friday, we needed to pull out of there to ensure that the consistency of the show. So we're going to be at a place called Unparalleled Event Center, which is awesome. I mean, it's very intimate. It's going to be the same high quality show, just in a more intimate and elegant environment. So, you know, that's number one.
And Unparalleled Event Center is at 6490 Veterans Parkway, Suite C. That is in Columbus, Georgia. Again, that's 6490 Veterans Parkway, Suite C in Columbus, Georgia. Y'all, this one is going to be good. So if you missed the flyer, one of the comedians, and I can't wait to see this guy in person. And I know I got Kurt waiting to chime in on the line, but Shouty is actually going to be in the building in Columbus, somebody that I know very well from the bounce. So definitely can't wait to see him. And also Ashima Franklin will be on the show as well. So you'll have Ashima Franklin and you'll have Shouty, hosted by none other than the host extraordinaire, Small Fire. So y'all make sure. I'm trying to think, did Small Fire actually cuss? Did she cuss during this last show at all?
No. She kept saying that she was gonna, but she didn't.
She I was about to say she never did. Then Cecil, thank you for the birthday shout outs. Thanks Small Fire for the birthday shout outs. Everybody that came out to the event on Friday, my people that came out to help support and to support me for my birthday. I appreciate y'all for coming out as well. Tell them a little bit what else we got going on, Cecil, because
you know, one of the things that we spoke about the first time you allowed me on, which again I thank you, was we're going to be in the market regularly. We've got the Funny First Fridays, and once a quarter we're going to do one of our big shows. And get yourselves together, get your hair did, get your nails done, get your froze cropped, because we're going to do a live for TV taping at the River Center, April 1st. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. Live for TV, never been done in Columbus, and we're bringing it to you at the River Center, April 1st, 2023. So save your money up, get that right outfit, and make it happen. Make sure it's an outfit you're only going to wear one time, because you're going to be on TV. All your friends going to see it. You can't wear that same outfit to the club the following Friday.
Exactly. It's not a good look, ladies. It's not a good look. Fellas, we do it all the time. Y'all know we do it all the time. But
oh, yeah.
Ladies, it's not a good look. Look, fellas, we'll throw on some different pants with that shirt. We'll throw on a different shirt with those same pants, and we gonna be all right. But y'all come out. Right. Y'all come out in y'all best fits. I'm not gonna lie. The ladies were looking extremely nice on Friday. And funny story. So me and the wife get there to set up. I introduced the wife to Cecil. And then we leave so that we can go get dressed and come back. And we walk through the door and we get stopped at the door because they're trying to figure out exactly who my wife is at this point. It's like, they know who I am. They're like, wait a minute. Or wait, that's your wife? Hold on. How did she come back looking better? But we definitely enjoyed. Can't wait for the next event. I know I'm gonna get some questions, so I'll throw these questions. It'll be just 2 questions. Obviously, there will be drinks there. Will there be food? So before y'all text me and ask me, I'm gonna ask Cecil, and y'all can get the answer of your own.
Here's the situation with that. There'll be drinks. You'll be able to buy drinks. However, I'm in negotiation now with who can provide the food. I'm not a chef. I do breakfast, and that's it. Everything else, like I'm a pro at ordering. So in the next couple of days, I'll know who the food will be supplied by. But for right now, eat before you get there.
All right, I'm about to bring Kurt on with me. First, I'm going to do a shameless plug for a good friend of mine, though, just to throw his name in the hat, which I already know it is. Shameless. Shameless plugs. Kurt, what's going on, bro?
What's going down?
Chillin', Cecil. This is, well, you've seen him on the show, obviously, a million times. This is one of my best friends, my little brother, actually. This is Kurt Dees. Don't ask how he got the name.
I don't want I don't want to know the whole story and then come up missing.
Right. No.
Yeah, basically.
So, Kurt, what's going on with you, sir?
Ain't that much, just chilling. Down here at 305, just getting back from my meeting, and now tuned in with you.
Definitely. I appreciate you, bro. We waiting on one other cast member to jump in. I know we're going to have some people watching us today. I think DJ Energy is actually going to be chiming in, watching us today. He might actually chime into the show. Haven't seen Energy in a minute, bro.
Whoa, you mean the DJ Energy?
The DJ Energy.
Wow. Whoa.
Right. Hey, I was telling, as you heard, we did the announcement for next month's show, for the February show. Headliners for the show, Ashima Franklin and Shouty.
Yeah, I heard that. I was like, whoa, Shouty?
Listen, and I was telling Cecil when he initially told me, I said, funny story. I said, just like when he introduced me to Small Fire, and I told her, I was like, hey, I didn't want to ask you on air, but did you used to go to the bounce? And she was like, oh, whoa, that was back in the days. And I was like, yeah, used to be in the VIP behind the bar. So I actually remember you. Shouty used to frequent the bounce. Yeah. So we know him very well.
Yes.
I actually saw him. I was coming back from Texas. I think I was taking Michaela home, and was coming back from Texas and was on a Southwest flight. And coming down the aisle, shouty, and he actually hit me with his bag, and he hit me with the bag, and he was like, "Oh, my bad." Oh man, I know you. I was like, "What's up, man?" So
that's me, man. That's
right.
How I be. A lot of people, I'm telling you, a lot of people, like they be like, "Oh, my bad," and they look, man, I know you.
Right. I just would like to put out the disclaimer: if you hit somebody with your bag, even if you know them, you still say, "Excuse me, sir."
Depending on the person, because if I hit you with my bag, I had a reason to do it. So,
Kurt, let me find out you out here airport bullying.
That's funny.
That's real.
Cecil, do you have who is your sports team?
Who? You mean like at what level?
College.
Well, I mean basketball, University of Delaware. Don't anybody get excited? It's not that kind of program.
University of Delaware. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And but sports is all New York. Yeah. I mean, like New York Yankees, New York Giants, New York Jets, New York Knicks.
So wow,
you do like the Jets.
You know, like when you're from New York, you choose one or the other. You're either New York Giants fan or Jet fan. But like that's it. When you're in city, you have one. But outside of the city, I'm gonna root for anybody they play against, I'm rooting against. If the Jets play against you, I'm rooting for the Jets. But if the Jets play the Giants, I'm rooting Giants.
Okay.
Even though the name New York Giants is an oxymoron.
You know, like I can take the heat that you want to offer me right now, as your boys watch the fucking playoffs.
It's okay. It's all right. We definitely will be watching the playoffs this year.
We will play at least one game.
And I see Capone. I can't believe Capone has not chimed in after all the shit that I talked to him all year about New York. And he ain't chimed in not one show yet since his team made the playoffs. But it's okay, Capone. I got something for you.
Why are you gonna boo?
This is a Giants fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, but he's a Giants fan. We in the loop.
But see, this is the thing with Capone. If you're gonna talk all this trash all year, I think you ought to at least come on here and rub it in a little bit.
Yeah.
Pour some salt on some wounds. Do something, Capone.
Well, I'm here for him. I'll do that for him.
Well, let's talk about your team. Why is it that you guys have never had a black starting quarterback? I'm just wondering. The people want to know.
Well, I mean, come on. You could ask that to damn near every other team in the league.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily.
Tampa hasn't had one.
New England hasn't had one. The only team that has not had a black quarterback.
New England has had a starting black quarterback.
Yes, they did.
They had who's the boy? Jacoby Brissett.
Yes.
He didn't start for long, but Jacoby Brissett did start for them at one point.
Came from the Colts.
Because we suck. What you want from me? We're a racist city.
Y'all definitely snuck into the playoffs. I was not expecting. I thought y'all were gonna fall apart at the end of the season.
Honestly, so did I.
It wasn't looking good for a minute, and
but we got in there.
In regards to my team, the Falcons, man.
You know what? And now that I'm in the area, I root for them. Unless they play the Giants or the Jets or Buffalo. And they break my heart like they do everybody else.
Oh, definitely.
And you ready for this? You might be mad. You ready for this? I had skybox tickets to the Tampa Bay game, and Ellen and I didn't even go.
What the what?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
We didn't even go.
And I apologize, y'all. I don't know why I'm over here sweating like a stuffed pig. I think this light is a little too bright on me, but if I turn it down, it ain't gonna work. But we gonna make it happen.
We didn't even go.
The Falcons, I don't know what to say about them. They just apparently didn't want to get into the playoffs for whatever reason. Had the opportunity to, couldn't win a game down the stretch to save their lives. And then once we were eliminated from the playoffs, we win the last damn 2 games. What the hell? I'm just saying, you get eliminated and want to win. Those are the games we need to lose so we can increase draft picks. You know what I'm saying? Get into that draft market. Shout out to the Bears. I don't know if it's really a shout out, underhanded shout out to the Bears. They'll have the number 1 pick in the upcoming draft. And it's a crazy rumor out here that, I mean, I think it's just clickbait, but they're saying the Bears are going to have to seriously consider whether or not to draft Bryce Young and trade Justin Fields.
Ooh.
What? You don't trade Justin Fields. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think Bryce Young is a generational talent, but so is Justin Fields.
Yeah, definitely. Nah,
that's a tough call.
But you know what? You take him anyway, and then what you do is you use him for a draft pick.
Well,
That's not true.
if I'm the Bears, basically, I'm probably going to trade that number 1 pick and trade back and try to get more picks so I can build around Justin Fields versus taking like Will Anderson. Because, I mean, they could take Will Anderson with that number 1 pick, but I think they could probably get 2 or 3 picks in the place of that number 1 pick versus just hinging onto that number 1 pick. I gotta wait for him to come back because I definitely want to ask him about his team. He's a Dolphins fan.
Ugh.
Right. And the Dolphins managed to sneak into the playoffs as well.
Good luck with that. They're another one and done.
Well, I without Tua, okay, there you go.
because because of them Jets.
Yeah.
Them Jets and the Buffalo Bills. I don't know how both of them did it, but well, we beat the Jets and then the Buffalo Bills won against the Patriots. That's how we got in. With the third string quarterback, which I'm telling you, God given. God wanted us in the playoffs this year. That's all that really happened. I'm telling you.
What?
Well,
What?
like me, you were one and done.
Any update on Tua? And I heard I know he's still in concussion protocol. You think we gonna see him in the playoffs?
I do not think so. I mean, anything's possible, but I don't think so. Me personally, I think the man need to retire.
I agree.
We talked about this last week. I mean, he's had too many concussions in this 1 year. I hate to see him go, but your health is more important than you trying to win some football games. I mean, plain and simple.
That's right. And if that wasn't known before, number 3 will let you know.
Yeah.
Now, Cecil, quick question, because I mean the New York teams make sense. Why University of Delaware?
That's where I went to school.
Okay.
Makes perfect sense now.
Yeah. makes all the sense in the world. Makes all the sense.
It was like crazy, like Delaware. Where the hell is that? Yeah,
I was thinking like basketball. You would have said Syracuse or something along those lines.
I mean, coming up, like I don't know if you know, I played at the school
at Delaware.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and like coming up, there was Syracuse, there was St. John's. The Big East was hot,
right?
But I wound up at Delaware, and we don't go to the NCAAs.
What kind of numbers did you average
in high school? I'll talk about
what you average in high school.
I like that real quick. I'll talk about high school.
Like in high school, I think it was 16 and 6. I get a rebound every once in a blue moon.
You play guard?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And in college, I showed up.
You were there.
Yeah, I was that guy that the TV credits were running and the coach went, "Your turn."
Yeah, I had the opportunity to play ball in college, and then there was a conversation. I got called. As y'all know, I was on a math scholarship. I got called to the office of the person that was over our scholarship. And when I walked into the office, he said, "Miss Turner, yeah, he's in here now." And I was like, "Why is my mama on the phone?" And my mama said, "So, I hear you trying to play basketball." I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna walk on." And she was like, "You gonna walk on what?" I said, "I'm gonna walk on the team." She said, "Okay, well, Mr. Wells just told me that if you pursue this basketball, then you're gonna be taken off a scholarship and you have to make a choice. Do you want to be a walk-on basketball player or do you want to have a full ride to school? And I'm going to answer the question for you. You're going to have a full ride to school so you can shoot all the basketball you want to on recreational time, but your ass will not be playing at Clark Atlanta University." And that was the end of that.
Mm-hmm.
That was the end.
I shit. As a parent, I agree with that.
Man, you remember intramural?
Especially if she got to pay the bill.
Hey, man, exactly. We was running folks out the gym on intramural league, man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's fun, too.
You say what, Cecil?
Intramural can be fun, too. You get T-shirts.
Yeah. You know, I mean, it is what it is. When you get that conversation, there's not many options left at that point.
No, none. There's none. I mean, especially coming as I'm a parent. I know how that goes. If I got to foot the bill, we got options.
You're going to do what I tell you.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. If y'all didn't know it was coming, I don't know why you didn't. It's time for us to really, really talk some sports. there was a drubbing last night. I don't even know if you want to call this a national championship game or
no.
It was ugly.
As
Oh,
you
my
can
Lord.
see, the title of the show is When Horny Gets Doggy Style. Oh,
Let me say something. I didn't watch the game. I watched the highlights, right? But after that first fumble in the first quarter, TCU gave up. Plain and simple.
You really think so?
Man, look, they tried like in the third quarter. It's like they tried for like a drive. It was like, all right, we're gonna try something, but literally, I mean, I promise you, dude. Like it was just they were out of place. The defense was was out of place the whole game. I mean, literally after the second quarter, the defense could not get lined up properly.
You know, I mean, I agree with you there. My thing, like my take was I saw from the very first possession, Georgia's first possession, that they now there was two different classes of football there. There was Division I super team and Division AAA high school.
Yeah. I
Division
get it.
triple.
Massacre.
If it's something like that, yes, I would definitely give you that. I mean,
massacre.
I'm trying to get over. Go ahead, Kurt.
It was just, man, and it was funny because was it the third or fourth quarter? Like the TCU quarterback was frustrated. He got sacked and was like, "Man, what the?" Just upset. Like,
Yeah, that man was thinking to himself, I done played a whole lot of football. I ain't never seen nothing like this.
No, I mean, it was literally two different kinds of football on that field. Like, it literally was like high school against it was like high school against NFL. Like it was
bad.
Like,
it was bad.
I'm telling you, like I said, I only watched the highlights, but it was 15 minutes of highlights. Well, first of all, hold on. What I seen in the first like 30 seconds was amazing because what I seen was the kickoff, and then next thing I know, a minute later, Georgia got the ball.
It didn't take long.
I was like, hold on. I had to rewind that one. I had to rewind that like 3 times to make sure I seen what I seen correctly, which means they went 3 and out in under 1 minute. One play is
joke. It was
but
no
one
joke.
play is supposed to hold on. How long is one play supposed to last? 24 seconds.
Yeah,
That
about
means
that.
you're supposed to be on the field for at least a minute and a half. At least. You couldn't even last 1 minute? Oh man, come on now.
It was brutal. I mean, like it was just brutal. I mean, we sat here and watched the game, and at no point did I believe that that they had a chance. And it was so surprising because of the way they handled Michigan.
Right.
You just thought that they were going to come in there and like I never thought that they would win, but I thought they would be somewhat competitive because of the way that they handled Michigan.
One thing I might have to say about that is that was a big stage for them for their first time. Georgia had been there. And especially with the changing of it actually being a national title instead of another bowl game, like how usually you go into your Fiesta Bowl game or all these other bowl games. It was a national championship, and I think because of that in itself, TCU wasn't ready for that stage.
Yeah, you have that has its merit. I agree with you, but to counterpunch that, they had the semifinal, which is as huge, and like it was against Michigan. I mean, like if they'd have played, South Carolina State, that's one thing.
But then not really, because if you look at, if you really look at like in any other sport, any team that's made it to that's gone to the playoffs and they make it to that championship, there's always like, if they ain't never been there before, it's always like kind of rocky for them to get going.
No, but I mean, like, I'm not arguing you. I'm with you 1,000%. I'm just saying, like, they had a little bit of preparation. They did, if you go through the playoffs in the NBA, like the 8th ranked team if they get to the finals, they've gotten through the Ballers. They've gotten through some Ballers to get there. Yeah. And they went through Michigan. I mean, that was a real game. They went through Michigan. And I just thought that they would have showed a little bit better. Or does it say that Georgia was just that goddamn good?
1 second, we're going to bring in our other brother, Pasadena, in the building.
What's up, family? How you feeling?
I'm gonna say this though. It was like the difference between somebody going on a business trip and somebody going on a vacation. One person was happy to be there, and the other person was there to take care of business. And Georgia was there to take care of business. I saw two things. So when they walked out of the tunnel, when they came out of the tunnel, there was a distinct size advantage. Like Georgia's team looked way bigger. Like you maybe have 15 people on TCU that looked like they could have played for Georgia, but that's it. Everybody else was regular man. And when they went out for the coin flip, the TCU players was all smiles and happy to be at the center of the field. Georgia's players were standing with their hands behind their back like, let's get this shit going. Let's get it going. They already knew if we win, which way we want to go, we going to defer this kick. It was like, it was all business. Paz, what was your thoughts before I break the hearts of a million people and I get the You Ain't Shit award from somebody else? My man ABM, he gives out a You Ain't Shit award. So I'm going to double and triple down this week when I call Stetson Bennett Baby Breeze. You shut up out there in the crowd.
What?
Baby Breeze. Russ, you heard me. I said Baby Breeze. We talking Stetson for men.
Stetson for men.
Don't make me get off this damn. Don't let me get off this damn cast talking some BS like that.
Man, okay. 18 to 25, 304 yards, 12.2 average, 4 touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns, and a 99.5 quarterback rating. And the man only played 3 quarters. Y'all better leave Stetson alone.
Look at man. I will give you that if you will say one thing. If you will agree to one thing. Answer me one question. Where were the quarterbacks? Where were the cornerbacks all game?
You said where were the cornerbacks?
They were not lined up on the wide receivers.
That's because they run that stupid ass offense. They run a 3-3-5.
Hey, and you know what? And that's the reason they lost the game.
I mean, stupid defense. Like I said at the
beginning, TC was not line. They were out of whack the whole game. Their defense was out of whack.
Kirby exposed it. He just exposed the defensive scheme.
Yeah, they were just outmatched. I mean, like they could have played with 12 people. They had no shot.
Right. They could have had a whole extra person on the field.
Yeah, man, they had no shot. They were outclassed, unfortunately.
Yeah. You got Stetson Bennett out there jucking people. And then I'm going to tell you the other thing that messed up TCU. The fact that Max Duggan, or Dugan, he likes to run, right? Well, we have a quarterback that can emulate everything that he was doing or everything that he was going to do. So they were able to practice against all those little play action keeps, those little sweeps that they try to run. Georgia was able to simulate all that with better players, man. They was ready for it. There was only one play. I mean, we gave up a touchdown, but there was only one play all game, and it was a blown coverage. And TCU got a long, that was their longest drive of the game. Other than that, the boys had nothing.
And it was blown. You were right. It was blown coverage. Yeah. That was. We could sit here and try to analyze that game. What it comes down to is Division I college, AAA high school.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
and I got.
He was not ready for that.
I got a million people. Everybody want to say, "Oh, Georgia." It was like you need. Who said it to me? My man Al Teasy. Al T is from Ohio. Al T says to me that I need to go play the lottery because Georgia was lucky to be there.
Man.
Well,
Yeah, no.
I mean, like,
No.
being honest about it,
No.
they deserve to be there. They're that
Yes,
team.
they did.
They're that team.
They did.
However, they were a frog's hair away from losing that game.
What'd you say, Ugga? He disrespected you. What'd you say, Ugga? I apologize. Ugga got upset.
No, I apologize about that.
You heard? It's okay, Ugga. He got you.
Lies.
Nah, I mean, let's put it to what it is. I mean, Ohio State could have very well been there. They were a field goal and a minute between years away from making it, ladies and gentlemen.
Between years.
All right, and if that's the case, then
Maybe if that field goal,
it's been Ohio State, but TCU was not ready for that. They didn't want that. They weren't ready for that smoke at all. I don't think I don't know, man. The way TCU played, like I said, I only watched the highlights, but the way them highlights were showing, it was like TCU was not ready to be there for nothing. It didn't matter who they were playing against.
and to be honest with you, we should have been playing TCU first. We should have been beating their ass in the semifinals, and we should have played the winner of Ohio State Michigan rematch.
Right.
But for TV rating purposes, they didn't want to put that rematch on unless that rematch was going to be the national championship.
Which it would have been. Which it should have been.
Wait a minute, Kurt. Wait
That could have never happened.
wait a
TCU
damn minute.
TCU would have had to beat Georgia in the semi. That wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't going. We see how that would have turned out.
Yeah, that would have just been ugly first.
All right. So let me ask y'all this question. Now I'll get this started because I'm using this one for a clip. I'm gonna piss so many people off. All right. Is Stetson Bennett the greatest Georgia football player of all time after winning two national championships?
No.
Nope.
Okay.
Could have been Senator Herschel Walker. That distinction goes. Could have been Senator Herschel Walker.
I'm gonna say Stetson is the greatest.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
He's not the best football player to come out of Georgia. He is the greatest. Like he has the greatest story. Y'all gotta realize the man.
He did come on and walk on.
The man came in as
frame that differently. Then you can't. I don't think you can call him the greatest and not the best. You got to frame it a little different. The best story, no doubt.
I think he is the great. Okay, I'm gonna give you the reason why. It's not only the story.
He has the greatest story.
Right. It's not only the story though. This man.
Grandfathers always have the best stories.
This man went to a junior college, right? Because he wasn't gonna get no ticket at Georgia. Went to a junior college, played at the junior college, came back to Georgia as a walk-on, right? Was like practice team dude, not even third string. They literally were not giving this man snaps. Monken and Kirby tried to do everything that they could possibly do not to give this man snaps, right? A couple of injuries happen, and all of a sudden Stetson Bennett is thrown into a game, right? From that time, and this was 2 years ago. So Stetson Bennett's college record, I think, is like 25-3, or no, I think it's 25-3 or something like that. And he's 25-1 in the last 2 years. You lose 15 freaking players to go to the draft after winning the national championship. Everybody talks about, oh, Georgia's going to have to rebuild his defense. They're not going to be as good as they were last year. Granted, that defense cannot be recalibrated. You can't get that back because the defense won this national championship last year. But this year the offense got opened up. And this year, Stetson Bennett threw the ball more. He had his Stetson moments here and there. But last night, Stetson didn't have no Stetson moment. Stetson balled out last night, and I think he raised his stock. So not only do you have the story of how the man even got on the field, 2 national championships, back-to-back championships, Georgia only had 1.
No, I mean, there's no question
He's
that,
playing
that
93.
he gets to get hung up in the annals of Georgia football.
Did you say he gets hung up in the anal?
Well, you know,
I was like, hold
New York accent.
You say anal.
Like he gets hung up in the rafters. Let me rephrase that. As a baller, as a Georgia baller, no doubt. But I don't know, honestly, if I could call him the greatest Georgia Bulldog.
Nope.
I mean, I honestly kind of give it to Herschel.
I still like
Matthew.
I still like Matthew Stafford better than him.
Ooh, damn.
Watch
Okay.
this. Stafford balled out when he was there as well, but and Stafford had a squad. We talked about that a little bit last week with when he had No San Marino. He played with Todd Gurley. I want to say Chubb might have been there his last year. He had some weapons on offense
too, Chubb.
Yeah, it's some people that were ballers. Y'all remember around this time last year, I had Quincy Carter was doing the show with me. Quincy Carter, even though I think Quincy only played like a year as a starter because he went and played baseball first. Quincy was a baller, but nobody had the success that Stetson Bennett had.
Yeah, nobody got them rings.
And I know it's gonna be
You're making a good case.
It's gonna be folks out there that say, "Hey man, listen, y'all had Stetson Bennett at quarterback, and you could have had Justin Fields playing quarterback." You're right. But I'm gonna ask you this question: did Stetson Bennett or Justin Fields win the damn national championship? Because last time I checked, Ohio State gave it a great run. 2 years in a row, apparently. Great run. No cookies. No cookies.
Georgia has it. There's no question about it. Georgia owns it.
Best UGA quarterbacks. Let's take a look. All right. So on the list, you got Aaron Murray, which Aaron Murray did ball. You got DJ Shockley. You got Matt Stafford. You got David Green. You got Eric Zaire. And I don't even know. Watch this. I'm sure Cecil might know who these people are.
So you're about to do something stupid, right?
Buck Ballou, Buck Ballou, and Zeke Braskowski.
Man, who in the hell is that?
My gray hair. Nice job.
Nah, Buck Ballou.
Buck Ballou. You got Quincy Carter on the list. I'm just wondering where does Stetson actually rank at this moment? And don't even have to look. So, according to the pundits in their list, they have Stetson Bennett on the quarterback list at number 1, followed by Aaron Murray and Jake Fromm, and then David Green.
Oh, I forgot about it. Damn.
And Jake Fromm had a hell of a story as well. But I'm just saying, let me give it to you. Look, if you win a national championship like a Mailman did last season, you deserve to be on the list. To take the Bulldogs to a second national championship game, that bumps you up to the top spot. Plus, his story from walk-on JUCO transfer to national championship winner passer is nearly unprecedented. Bennett has, I was right, 28-3 record as a Georgia starter in the national championship game against TCU. So he's now 29-3. Let's see. He posted the highest QBR of any Georgia quarterback ever. He doesn't own any career record like some of the other names, but the Georgia fans really even care about that? Which I would say, hell no, we don't. Now, here's the crazy thing. Guess what? Stetson Bennett will not, after winning 2 national championships and being listed as the number 1 quarterback all time for Georgia, Stetson Bennett will not go into the College Football Hall of Fame.
Wow.
And I know y'all are saying, what do you mean he's not going to go in? So there's a criteria for the College Football Hall of Fame.
Yeah, you got to be under 65.
That's funny.
You gotta be,
No, I can't because he went to JUCO.
No,
Nah,
it's not even that. Watch this.
You can't do that if your AARP is already activated.
So he's not going to make it because he never received a first team All-American recognition.
Okay.
Wow.
So that is one of the criteria. So, and it's actually first and foremost, a player must have received first team All-American recognition by a selector. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb and say, I think that rule is probably going to get changed. And it's going to get changed for Stetson Bennett. How can you not put this man in?
That limb is shaky.
You say what?
That limb is shaky. You say you're going out on a limb. That limb is shaky right now.
You don't think that you listen, I'm telling you, I've been telling the future lately. I ain't been writing all my predictions, but I'm getting better and better.
Bro,
Cecil?
that shit smoking real good nowadays, huh?
Cecil, watch this. Cecil, didn't I tell you that the show was gonna get sold out?
I don't recall.
You know what?
I don't recall.
I plead the fifth.
I swear I told Cecil.
Yes, another prediction was that the Georgia was gonna win.
Of course, I predicted Georgia was gonna win a national championship.
Of course.
Don't you see my shirt?
Yeah,
you didn't predict nothing. You just a Georgia fan. You expect them to win. That's what a fan does.
You also predicted the Falcons was gonna go into the playoffs.
Listen, that one, I will say,
Mariota was gonna have a great season.
You said I said who?
What's his name?
Mariota. Marcus Mariota.
We affectionately refer to him as Kiwi Man now.
Oh, you expected Kiwi? You said Kiwi was gonna have a great season, didn't you?
I mean,
Kiwi right now. So you 50 right now. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
Kiwi. I ain't even gonna talk about Kiwi Man. We on to Desmond Ritter era now. I don't even know if I want to say unfortunately or not.
That's another prediction right there. All right.
Yeah, y'all back into the draft prediction. That's what's going on.
Nah, we won't
draft a quarterback and an O line, and y'all be perfectly fine.
Yeah, we probably go on O-line, defensive line at this point. We'll probably snag a safety, but we won't be drafting a quarterback. We'll bring in. We're not drafting a quarterback, man.
Okay, well then expect to be out of the playoffs next year.
Why? Okay, so
why not?
You know how much money we got to spend on free agents?
Oh, y'all always have some of the top cap.
No, we don't, bro. We've been cash strapped since we gave Matt Ryan the damn re-up on the contract, and we gave Julio the money. We've been broke.
Had plenty of cap room in the past, and what do y'all do with it? Y'all give it to y'all basketball team and y'all baseball team, and then nobody gets to win a championship.
Hold on, y'all. Let me do this real quick. So I can cuss y'all out like I want to.
Whatever.
I'm a flip to it's gonna be me and Cecil real quick. So y'all give me 2 seconds. So that way I see Cecil over there yawning already, y'all.
Oh, you know it's past my bedtime.
I already know. See, I'll give you 2 seconds. Let me make sure I do this. Sponsorship.
Gentlemen, pleasure meeting you both.
Pleasure meeting you as well, Cecil.
Hey, hope to see you guys.
bring your lady out. It's real simple.
That's it. And tickets are only $25, and like you're gonna have a blast. We've got 2 comics that are outrageous. We may surprise you with a special guest. Yeah, like that'll kind of blow you away.
Definitely. And shout out to Bats United. Me and Bats will be there, of course. Hope to see y'all out. We got to get some interviews with y'all when y'all come out, man. So y'all come by the table. Don't be scared to get yourselves interviewed. I'm actually, Cecil, I'm going to work on the stuff that I have. I got to go and listen to it and see how much of it I can actually hear over the music for the interviews and see what parts I can use. But look, you never know who's going to come out. Called an impromptu interview with the son of legendary comedian Dolomite, which a lot of people like, Dolomite had a son? And they were trying to figure out who the picture was posted with, but the picture that you see on Facebook, that is Dolomite's son, actually. And he is actually an aspiring comedian. I don't know if you say aspiring still when somebody is actually a comedian, but he's a comedian, and graciously enough, he actually gave me an interview, so I was able to get an interview with him. I actually interviewed all the comedians. I was gonna try to get one of the comedians on tonight. I was actually gonna try to
bring Savante.
Yeah, I was gonna get Savante on tonight just to talk about. Like I said, we were gonna talk about the experience. I said because he was pretty open and honest about it. Like he said, I think he was leaving there and he was actually going to what is it in Atlanta? The Laugh Factory or one
Comedy Hell. That's where he was going. As we're doing this, I'm going to tell you a true story. I don't know if I told you this about him. I go out scouting for talent. And should I tell this story? Fuck it. I go out scouting for talent. I always want to look and see, what's going on out there. I was at a comedy club in Atlanta. And, like comics know me, real, comics that do this know me.
Right.
And they're like, yo, man, hey, what you doing? I'm like, well, I'm here seeing who's out here. If there's anybody I could use for a show. So, like they'll see me and they'll come up and say, yo, man, what'd you think? Oh, yeah, it was all right. It was all right. Maybe like, here's my card.
Right.
Zavante did a show at this club and he came on stage. And he walked up to me, and I turned my back like, nah, nigga, please.
Oh, no.
Right? Now, the true story. Ask Charles. We go to another club and another spot, and I'm scouting talent, and he goes up. And Charles like, yo, man, that's that dude again. And I'm like, oh, man. So he comes off stage, I go the other way. Because I don't want to say, like, you suck or nothing, I didn't like you. I don't want to do that.
Right.
Small Fry calls me and says, listen, I got a comic that I want on, because it's her show, that I want to put on the show. I'm like, is he funny? She says, yeah, he's all right. I'm like, do your thing. You know how my mind is. I don't remember the name.
Right.
So he comes up, he goes up on stage, and Charles runs up on me and says, yo, guess who's on the stage? I'm like, oh, hell nah. So that's like, I wish him well, but.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it like this, Kurt. This is what the crowd sounded like when he was telling jokes. Bro, it got bad. Like,
I was so hurt, man, because like it's so incredibly important to me. That's why I tell people, trust the brand. No matter what happens, when you come in there, you can get a show. And I told Charles, now we can't ever put him on the show. And he got, I don't know how he backdoored me.
But I think the crowd understood it. The crowd understood that there was gonna be a build up. So obviously you don't want you want the crowd to laugh through the entire thing, but it was almost like, okay, so this is the young dude. You know what I'm saying? And
Jackbox internet.
nah, man, it's not even that. It's a million. It's a million different things going on the Wi-Fi right now. And let me look. I'm turning my phone off of the Wi-Fi. I'm gonna have to send out the get off the Wi-Fi alert to the rest of the house, which I'm sure wifey is watching right now. So we sending out the get off the Wi-Fi alert. Matter of fact, while I do that, Cecil, again, thank you for giving me some of your time today.
Oh man, anytime. Once again, we see everybody February 3rd, unparalleled event center on Veterans Parkway. If you figure out a way you want to give away a couple tickets, go ahead.
Okay.
Like peace, 2 fingers, go Bulldog.
Yo, that's Cecil, y'all. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Y'all get your faculties together, and we'll be right back. We're going to get into it like we normally would get into it. So we shall return to you in 1 second, y'all.
Peace.
Thank you all too much. Y'all so kind. But if y'all don't mind, the next selection we like to do for y'all is, Country Roads. Check me out. She told me not to be so cold, said a true OG, you let y'all motherfuckers know about some real pimping. And not just sitting on your lows, cause all your rims spinning. Don't make it down her country road, you got to get 'em up, get 'em up, get 'em up now. Hit 'em up, hit 'em up, hit 'em up, yeah. Get 'em up, get 'em up, get 'em up now. Hit 'em up, hit 'em up, hit 'em up, yeah. Get 'em up, get 'em up, get 'em up now. Hit 'em up, hit 'em up, hit 'em up, yeah. Get your ass up, get your ass up. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, off I go and it's a heater. Rotten something swerving, conjunctions conjured by the tweeter. This one here's a lesson, look like that I'm gon' play the teacher. Instant classic, I knew it when it blew the back speaker. Hater, ain't it, James it, rain it sure no pains me. That you're going far away and the light just ain't gon' bring me. Say I got this gift for gab and the game just ain't gon' change me. Say the writing's on the wall and that shit is written plainly. Got a fetish for divas, popping tags and blowing reefer. Hanging with my people, you gotta know it don't get no sweeter. How they supposed to keep up? One left nut talking about they bust. Take 2 steps back, stop fucking with us, cause I'd be dead wrong if I roughed it up. But she told me not to be so cold, said a true OG, let y'all motherfuckers know about some real pimping. And not just sitting on your lows, cause all your rims spinning. Don't make it down her country road, you got to get 'em up, get 'em up, get 'em up now. Hit 'em up, hit 'em up, hit 'em up, yeah. Get 'em up, get 'em up, get 'em up now. Hit 'em up, hit 'em up, hit 'em up, yeah. Get 'em up, get 'em up, get 'em up now. Hit 'em up, hit 'em up, hit 'em up, yeah. Get your ass up, get your ass up. Fascinated with the story of Muskogee one. How many different ways we supposed to come? 3, 5, 4, from just might throw some. Take away your breath and expose your lungs. You can tell the way I stroll alone. The kid got the golden tongue, make 'em weak in the knees to the toes and numb. Baby lick shot with a mama's gun. Well, Papa got a brand new bag, tricks and mad clips, so aim for the sky. Grip tight, squeeze and fire. Black in the barrel, why did I peel my pen? I peel my pen like pimpin'. Kid done one and then have reach for the roof in the Holiday Inn. Let me feel good in my moccasin. Mama say, Mama sa, Mama sa. Ain't one spit it like moi. Slim pickings here, pimp, hurrah. Mash up your repertoire. Always bon voyage and au revoir. To your big ass crib and your nice ass car. Got 4 TVs with card and all. But a thick ass bra said no. Oh, she told me not to be so cold. Said a true OG, you let y'all motherfuckers know about some real pimpin'. And not just sitting on your lows, cause all your rims spinning. Don't make it down her country road, you got to get 'em up, get 'em up, get 'em up now. Hit 'em up, hit 'em up, hit 'em up, yeah. Get 'em up, hit 'em up, hit 'em up now. Hit 'em up, hit 'em up, hit 'em up, yeah. Get 'em up, hit 'em up, hit 'em up, hit 'em up. Get your ass up, get your ass up. She told me, what she say, don't be so cold. Said a true OG. Now what she say, let y'all motherfuckers know, let y'all motherfuckers know. You got to get 'em up, get 'em up, hit 'em up, hit 'em up, get 'em up, get 'em up, hit 'em up, hit 'em up, get 'em up, hit 'em up, get 'em up, hit 'em up, get 'em up, get 'em up, get 'em up. Get your ass up, get your ass up.
this one. Feel good music. Yeah. Gave Patty her bells, made Martin the king. All it took was a hustle and a couple of beans. Mind full of big dreams, settled out of poker. Had to leave from a city, got a hated local. World, look at me now. Oh, they loving the kid. Where were you at when I was traffic? You stuck with them bricks. I was stuck with them bricks. I was stuck with them bricks. And they had the nerve to tell me, make it back the best way you can, young nigga. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the view. You gotta get up, get out and get something. Sleep equal whole lot of nothing. You have a whole lot of everything, but it don't mean nothing. You ain't riding, no.
Again, y'all, it goes down. Funny First Fridays, Unparalleled Event Center, 6490 Veterans Parkway, Suite C. It goes down on February the 3rd. You can get your tickets at 833-22-FUNNY. That's 833-22-FUNNY. And as I always say, if you can't spell, that ain't on me. Again, and we'll keep on fighting till the end, 'cause we are the champions. We are the champions. Gone are the loser, 'cause we are the champions of the world.
Man, the world.
Yes, of the world, Craig. Of the world. The college football world. Yeah.
Of the United States.
No, of the world, Craig. They ain't got no damn college football teams at them other schools across the world. Well, they got soccer teams. They ain't got no football teams.
You sure about that?
Just look. Damn it, we can find out. Let's find out. Do other countries have college football teams?
You know, I'm looking too. I can't trust a Georgia Bulldog.
Get him, mugger. All right. After further research,
Australia, Bermuda, Germany, Ireland, Italy.
Canada and Mexico, Europe, China, Japan, South Korea. I tell you what, hey, I'm calling out all the countries. I'm putting tags on all you motherfuckers. Canada, Mexico, Europe, China, Japan, South. Hey, we the champions of the world. And if y'all got something to say about it, bring your ass here, boy. Bring your ass here. Now, do you think any of these countries teams can beat UGA?
Shit, Ireland's some tough motherfuckers, and so are Australians.
Hey, Ireland, yeah.
They like rugby. And
exactly my point.
They like rugby. They ain't gonna play the game right.
They tackle without pads.
I can see it. I can see it now. Some stupid Aussie, and I'm sorry for the Aussies that's watching the show. Some stupid Aussie going break for a kickoff return, go 98 yards and get to the 2 and kick the damn ball through the damn field goal. Ain't that what they do in rugby?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what the hell is gonna happen.
Really?
Yeah.
Like if they play the sport, they don't know the rules.
No. Yeah. Look, I like to say, no.
You ignorant.
No.
Heck no.
You're not ignorant. You're ignorant.
So what you telling me is you think you really think one of them teams could beat? You really think one of them teams could beat us?
You don't know until you play the game, bro.
Exactly.
That's why
all
we play
I'm
the
saying.
game. That's why we
That
play
is
the game
all
every
I'm
week.
And you the only reason I'm doing this to you right now is because you keep on talking about the world, and I say, hey, there's other teams out there of the United States, okay, but there's other teams in the world that you have not played. That's all I'm saying. That's what I'm doing.
And to my chat groups, I love you guys. I'm gonna show you. How do I plug? Damn, I got the
all them chat groups live in Georgia. Okay, what you saying?
I ain't got the plug.
Of course
for the phone.
You're supposed to be off the internet, remember? So don't even worry about all that.
But no, I was gonna show you how this list so y'all can laugh at it. Y'all will probably laugh with it, knowing you guys. Matter of fact, let me see if I can plug this in, and I might be able to switch to it. Hold on 1 second, y'all.
Oh man. So Paz, what's going on, man?
Chilling, man. Just building this PC, man. I'm so close. I'm almost done.
Are you gonna have that PC in water, like so it can keep cool and shit like that? You doing one of them type of jump offs right there?
Yes, sir.
Oh man.
Yes, sir. Water cooled build, plenty of airflow to keep the radiators cool, so to keep the water cool as possible. Me and Mo already talked about it a little bit. I can always share my page, so when it's all done,
oh, share the page. Yes, I was about to say.
So when it's all shared, said and done. Or share my screen. Share my screen.
I'm gonna show y'all the hate that I have to go through.
Oh my goodness.
This is the hate that I have to go through, man.
Sir,
NFL quarterbacks younger than Stetson Bennett, Justin Herbert, Tua Tagovailoa, Mac Jones, Justin Fields, and Trevor Lawrence, all younger. But
how old is he?
He's like 35.
He ain't no damn 35, man. That man is like,
deal.
I think that man is 25 years old, man.
Yeah, I think 25.
No wonder he won 2 championships. He a grown ass man.
He should be in the NFL already.
5 years ago when he's still in the league. Okay, I get
He's not the oldest. He's not the oldest quarterback to ever play in college, though.
Oh no, that was like a Florida State quarterback or something.
What year are you supposed to graduate from college? 22, right? Would you say 25?
Possibly. It depends.
He ahead of his game right now. No wonder.
Oh, let's see. Oldest quarterbacks.
Right now.
Yeah, he got somebody's NFL playbook already.
Exactly.
I mean, listen. Okay, here's the thing, though. There are going to be older quarterbacks coming out, and this wasn't necessarily Stetson case. Well, it kind of sort of was. There's going to be older quarterbacks coming out in the next year to 2 years because of the COVID years. Yeah, remember that?
Nobody wanted to pick up on his old ass.
The COVID year didn't count. You got one dude that's been in college for like 8-9 year, and his eligibility ain't ran out yet because I think he got red shirted. Dude got red shirted. Then he had a injury. Like when you get injured,
medical. It's a medical red shirt. It's not that, but it's something like medical red shirt. So yeah.
Right.
So those 2 years, those 2 years didn't count. Then he played a year. Then COVID hit. Then I think he got hurt again, and like he still got 2 damn years of eligibility. So that's like 7 years in college, man. My question is,
quarterback though,
bro. You said, but do you have a doctorate? Jeez. I mean, Stetson, because I was listening to Andy and Randy.
He a doctor, he an MD by now, right?
As I'm saying, they said Stetson been graduated. Like Stetson graduated over a year ago.
Oh, that's illegal.
No, because you can still.
That should be illegal.
On the slide right there. He a coach and a player at the same time. That nigga,
Right.
man, come on now. And that's who you proud of? See how y'all Georgia Bulldogs do?
Hey man, it's called circumventing the system, knowing the rules. So it's called circumventing the system and knowing the rules and loopholes, sir.
It's calling
you know what I call loophole, right?
It's called pulling a Trump.
How long has Bo Nix been in college?
We're not talking about him. We are talking about Ben Stennett, MD.
Hey, at least that man had the wherewithal to stick with one team. What? The wherewithal.
The wherewithal?
Wherewithal.
What are you wearing? What are you wearing?
He wearing 2 national championship rings at this point and a whole lot of confetti.
He wearing a doctor in Georgia playbooks.
Shout out to Stetson Bennett for not attending the interviews this morning because he said he was drunk.
He wasn't, because he ain't drink now. He definitely old enough to drink.
Yeah, Stetson made that call to Brock Bowers and told Brock Bowers, "Hey man, you go handle this, buddy."
We need a whole keg. We drinking a whole cake.
Stetson Bennett was your guy though. Hey man, Stetson Bennett, when them boys came in 3 years,
doctor and his law degree.
Think about it. 4 years ago, Stetson was the go-to the liquor store for you.
Damn right. 4 years ago, and now he got 2 championships after being 35 with a doctorate and a law degree.
All right, man. Let's talk.
He got his tenure, huh? His tenure in college football.
Random news that you can use. We gonna talk about some sports real quick again. So, want to get you.
This nigga trying to change the subject real quick. It's okay.
Now, I want to get you guys' thoughts. I already got Kurt. We already talked about it. But there's rumor out there that basically is saying, Paz, I want to hear what you got to say about it. Rumor out there is saying with the Bears having the number 1 pick, they're gonna have to. There's gonna be a lot of discussions and a lot of thinking about trading Justin Fields and picking Bryce Young, your twin brother. Your little brother. You're talking about taking your little brother in the draft. You gotta pull your microphone down, sir.
Sorry, did not hear that about that rumor. Justin Fields for Bryce Young.
Talking about because they have the number 1 pick.
They have the number 1 pick, but who are they gonna bring in around him? Because it's not like Justin Fields has hella weapons around him right now. So what's the purpose? It's got to be like that means you should already have some offensive players or offensive line players lined up that you want to get, whether they're veterans or whether they're younger people out of the whatever, picking them up off the free agency. I mean, you have nobody. They have nobody. So what is the purpose? Like they need to invest in Mooney. Mooney is not going to be able to do it all by himself. Y'all don't even have like running game. I had David Montgomery this season. He can only do so much. You guys don't have like the way they run the ball. They should definitely have a fullback. Like no. I mean, you can do it, but you already spent and went and got Justin Fields. Keep running with him. Stay consistent as far as keeping your coaching staffs. And
well, they need to change. They need to change the damn coaching staff. That's one thing that needs to change.
Well, if you're gonna do it now, so that you don't lock Justin Fields into this state of mind of his original coaching staff. If you're gonna change them now. But at the same time, you're gonna have to put people around him. If you don't put people around him, he's gonna.
Oh, here we go.
this year. Y'all pushed him too much. Y'all had him at a good spot, and then next thing you know, he's injured. And that's what happens to players when you push them and you let them. He's not Lamar Jackson, but even Lamar Jackson should be doing what he's doing because y'all are pushing him too much. He's not the only player on the team. If you don't put people around him so that he could do the job to the best of his ability, then you're just gonna run your player into the ground early, and then they're gonna spend the rest of their career either as a backup or injured.
I don't even understand why it would be a consideration.
Right. It's like you're. So
and I'm
you're
not
gonna,
saying that like Bryce Young is garbage or no shit. Bryce
No.
is a generational talent, but so is
Right.
Justin Fields. Like you don't trade one to go get another one.
Right. But you just got one of the top quarterbacks in the draft last year, or you're like why? You have no reason.
You know what? I take that back. It would be kind of tough. Now you tell me. It'd be kind of hard if a team calls you and says, "Hey, we got the number 3 pick and we need a quarterback and we want Justin Fields, and we'll give you the number 3, so you'll have your number 1 and your number 3, and they probably have to give you a second round pick for Justin Fields as well, right?
For real, yeah.
Like that, or a future number 1,
or at least a third. At least a third.
Like you're getting 2 picks out of this situation. It would be kind of hard. I ain't gonna lie.
At least because Justin Fields ain't trash.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Not.
It would be hard.
He's still learning. He brand new.
It would be hard if a team called you that was in them top 5 and said, "Hey, we'll trade you one of these top 5 picks for Justin Fields and trade you, 30 something." You know what I'm saying? Right. And then you go out and you can pick Bryce Young. Right. And then you can also get some defense or trade some of them picks back and pick up some more picks. Like that's a tough one, but again, I don't really see it.
All right, the only team that I'd say would, if they had sense, that would do that would be the Dolphins, because every other, and the only reason I'm saying that is because every other team basically has their man. If I'm thinking correctly, I gotta check my stats on that, but I think everybody else got their man,
except for the Raiders. The Raiders, they don't have. Yeah. Derek Carr is out pretty much. Yeah,
so right now, let's look and see who needs a quarterback.
It would be definitely the Raiders. That'd be something that they could pursue.
Let's see who needs a quarterback. Let's see who needs a quarterback. So Chicago got the 1.
And the Green Bay Packers definitely need a new quarterback.
You ain't even got you ain't seen Love.
They need a new quarterback.
Yeah, Love ain't gonna be around.
Love is a backup quarterback, or somebody's gonna recognize his talent and try.
Is Love a backup quarterback, or does he just so happen to play behind damn Aaron Rodgers?
Both.
He just so happened.
Both.
No, I think he's just behind Aaron Rodgers.
I don't think. He's got a. Aaron Rodgers has to take off a substantial amount of time in order to have Jordan. What is it, Jordan Love? To have Love come in
or he would have to leave. You know, he sound like
he's not to retire.
Well, he's not
to retire.
No, I don't think he's gonna retire. He doing the Brett Favre shit, man.
He need to go to Denver. He actually needs to go to the Vikings. That would be sick.
Man, that would be sick. Listen, with those weapons,
Aaron Rodgers and
Justin Jefferson.
What? And TJ Hawkinson?
What?
Oh my God, that'd be stupid.
Man, listen.
He got cooked. Oh, bro, that's dumb.
And Adam Thielen. I mean, not that Adam Thielen did a whole lot this year, but hell, you put.
Adam Thielen hasn't had to when you put
another
gunslinger 150 yards.
It's on. You put another gunslinger, it's on.
All right, so peep this. I'm gonna give y'all the top 5 picks real quick. You got Chicago at 1, Houston is at 2, Arizona at 3, Indianapolis at 4, and Seattle is gonna have the 5th pick from Denver. Then Detroit will have the 6th pick from LA. The 7th pick will go to the Raiders, and the 8th pick to the Falcons, 9th pick to Carolina because Carolina won the tiebreaker over us.
Right.
And then Philly will have the 10th pick from New Orleans. Now, we know Indianapolis is going to need a quarterback.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Seattle has their quarterback. Detroit has their quarterback. Arizona, I don't see them drafting a quarterback, but I'll tell y'all another story that I just saw as well. And we can get into that conversation. So I did see, shout out to the chat room. I do apologize, y'all. Shout out to the wifey, Lifey T in the building. Shout out to Wacky Matt. And shout out to Mocha Bella in the chat room. Appreciate y'all for tuning in to the show today. As a matter of fact, I haven't done this in a while, y'all. I haven't played one of these in a minute.
This is Mocha Bella, and you're tuned into the X Squad Radio Network, where we're changing listening habits 24/7.
So, again, out of those teams, Indianapolis is going to need a quarterback. Las Vegas, apparently, the Raiders are probably going to need a quarterback as well because didn't they say they pretty much moving on from Carr?
Yeah,
I don't think Jason Stidham is the damn quarterback of the future.
Definitely not the quarterback of the future.
You said Stanton what?
Nah,
Jason Stidham.
Stidham.
Stanton what?
From
Stidham, I believe.
Then he go to Auburn.
He went to Georgia. You know, he dual major.
Kurt.
He's 24 and 3/4 years old, and he is ready to get his 2 titles. He will gladly leave the NFL to come do that.
So let me ask you this question: If you're the number 4 pick in Indianapolis, although you got a couple of quarterbacks that'll be out there. I don't know how soon Hooker will be ready, but he'll be out there. You'll have CJ Stroud. You'll have Bryce Young. They keep talking about the boy from Kentucky. I don't really believe in him. I'm sure he'll get hyped up to Will Anderson or something like that, I think. Yeah, they're going to hype him up during the Columbine. And then you also got, is AR coming out? I don't think he got the boy from Florida. So. You know what I'm talking about?
So. No, I think he's staying. So. I think he's staying. I don't think he's coming out.
Okay, so yeah, no AR. But if you're Indianapolis, do you make that phone call to Chicago and try to either move up to the number 1 pick or possibly try to acquire Justin Fields?
I believe if they haven't made either of those 2 moves, then they are already behind.
At number 4, do you think? Well, at number 4,
you really
obviously at number 1. Well, at number 1, obviously, I don't think the Bears take a quarterback.
You really think Bryce Young is make it to the 4th pick?
Possibly in this situation. I mean, Houston could take him at 2.
Houston need anybody they can get. Shit, I'll go play for Houston if they want me to at this point.
So Chicago 1, I could see Houston picking them at 2. Seattle, I don't know. Pete Carroll might pick him, even though you got Geno Smith. I could see Pete Carroll picking them at 3.
Yeah,
Arizona, again, I don't.
With that is go ahead and bring in the quarterback and let him train with whoever trained Geno Smith while he was out, and then bring him in later. Like,
man, Geno play.
Geno did good, bro. Like
Geno just was never afforded the opportunity, man.
Right, and on a good system. He already had garbage teams. Like he was playing on garbage teams.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's a funny situation, but
here's my only thing about the Texans, though. I don't want to see Bryce or Justin go to the damn Texans.
Yeah, but that's the only thing about football. Like, you don't want to see people go to these teams, but these teams are.
I got a real serious problem with the Texans, man. The Texans have fired 2 black head coaches in 2 years.
Come on, bro. They're in Dallas. They're in Texas.
And my thing is, like, y'all knew after the Deshaun Watson situation, y'all knew this year y'all were gonna suck. And you still fired. You fired Levy like it's his fault that the team sucked.
Right. Yeah, I think with that,
I think they thought the expectations was too high, regardless of
that shit with the Browns. Yeah, like, I mean, you're bringing in a quarterback in the last 6 weeks of the season. Like I said, I think I said on previous cast, man, you should have just kept going with Jacoby Brissett. They were a little bit more consistent with Jacoby Brissett. Then you bring in a whole new person who has their own dynamic. So now people that are used to getting the ball, because he's still getting acclimated with the offense and how they move, he's just taking off running the ball. He's got his own stats. Like he's not seeing open people downfield that Jacoby Brissett, I'm pretty sure, saw early in the season. So I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not saying Jacoby Brissett was it, but for the rest of the Browns season, he should have remained the backup quarterback until he just failed to meet all expectations.
You're being a little tough on Beaver out there, buddy.
Whatever.
Hey, and when y'all I see y'all typing into our chat room. I don't the interview chat room that y'all are typing in, I don't think they can actually see on YouTube. So for everybody past Kurt is saying what's up to y'all. Yeah, I don't think they can see that though.
Well, we trying.
I just noticed that y'all was typing in there.
Yeah, I just always respond if I can.
Yeah,
or send something out if I can.
Oh wait, why did y'all forfeit a pick? Why? This I wanted to talk about Miami since Mocha's in here. Kurt, you in here? Obviously, y'all done snuck into the playoffs. I'm just looking. It says y'all forfeited y'all's pick.
What pick? A first round pick?
Yeah.
For what?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
What? Okay, now I gotta look this up.
It got y'all slated picking at 22, but it say forfeited. Y'all ain't. What y'all done did shady out? Oh, did y'all try to do something with Tom Brady? Who tried to get Tom? Who talked to Tom Brady early?
Damn it! I hope not.
Let me see.
Oh.
The NFL has stripped the Miami Dolphins of 2 picks after determining the team had impermissible communication on 2 different occasions with quarterback Tom Brady, despite Brady being under contract with New England and then the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Yep, y'all forfeited y'all's first round pick.
And they forfeited, like you said, it was 2 picks, right?
Yep.
So, and the second reason is because they tried to get that hole. That is horrible.
Again. I talk about, you know what I say about
that. That is horrible.
I'm assuming y'all will get some what do they call them? Compensatory picks
yeah.
at the end after everybody gone and shit. Y'all to get some compensatory picks, I guess.
Probably not.
But how y'all feeling? Okay, so my question, and Bella, if you're still in the chat room, I will ask you and Kurt, how are y'all feeling about the Dolphins making it into the playoffs? Playoffs?
It's a miracle.
What I say?
It's a miracle.
See, that boy said it for me. That's what I said. I said,
God, it's a miracle.
God-given blessing right there. I mean, dude, that's all it was, man. Like, you know, it was God-given blessing for the Dolphins to make it in with their third round pick, their third round quarterback. You know, and it was all on whims. They had to win against the Jets, and the Bills had to win against the.
I mean, but you knew the Bill. Well, we didn't know the Bills were going to beat them like that, though.
Actually, I thought
2 kick returns.
Look, I didn't know sense, but I figured that they would win because of the emotions of the game before and what happened. I thought they were going to carry that over into this game, and that's why they would win. You know, like what's his name?
I figured it would be one way or the other.
Definitely
I don't know why this particular screen keeps flipping like that.
Which one?
This one, like this particular. Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
5 minutes to just.
Yeah, just
okay.
Loop.
But look, I mean, I don't know, man. The Dolphins, like they.
I mean, unfortunately, I think without Tua, yeah, it ain't gonna work, man. Without Tua, it ain't gonna work, and I don't see. Obviously, I don't see Tua playing.
No, I already spoke about this. I said, nah, man. I already said he need to sit down. And what's his name? Bridgewater. And somebody said it somebody said it to me the other day, and I was laughing because it made sense. It was like every time Tua get hurt, Bridgewater get hurt. Like, what the fuck? He's just sitting on the sideline. Like, like for real, man. Like Tua goes down with it, and then all of a sudden Bridgewater gets hurt like the next day or some shit like that. Like what the fuck,
Bridgewater don't want
Bridgewater just
like
trying to
I
get a
ain't
check,
trying to be
man.
a
He
part of
ain't
this
trying.
bullshit.
Nah, he ain't trying to be a part of this shit at all. He just collecting checks right now, and it's only because he's saying he hurt while he's still getting a check. Now, you just need to cut the motherfucker and make him say, "All right."
Teddy out here doing he the Black Sam Bradford.
Man, he out here collecting checks, nigga.
He gets
hanging out the
He
motherfucking strip club. This motherfucker hanging out in Tootsies and shit.
Mocha Bella in the chat room. Let me throw this up on the screen for y'all. She said, after we were 8-3 and lost the next 5 games, I didn't think we were going to make the playoffs. Thanks to our kicker, Sanders, we made it in. Hey, it's football, man. Thanks to the kicker from Ohio State, we made it in.
And you're a grown ass quarterback.
Y'all uncle of a quarterback and shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Cecil said, "Damn, Mo, you got a shirt already?"
Shit, that was probably in the mail.
Actually, I'm faking it. I'm just leaving that part down low, so it looked like it's brand new. It looked like it's this year's championship.
Nah, that shit looks faded. I can tell from here that shit faded.
No, this is great, man. This, you know what? Crazy enough, I don't even think I worn this T-shirt. This is like one of the national championship shirts I didn't wear. I got about 20 of them, but I just seem to wear the same one all the time.
Yeah, right.
Don't do that, man. It's just like my Kobe shirts, bro. I got Kobe shirts. I had a whole Kobe collection when I got home. And I have not put on a single Kobe shirt, bro. Those shirts are in the closet. They're in the closet, bro. I can't even put them on. I have to get some frames and put them in some frames and just. Yeah. Hey. Oh. Okay. Fuck it. Let me make y'all laugh real quick. All right. So boom.
Sloppy.
Yeah, I know.
Slop it up, nigga.
So peep this. So boom, comedy show Friday. Boom, shit's packed out, bro. Like sold out show. Like literally at one point, yo, I had brought some tickets. Well, Cecil gave me some tickets to sell, right? So I sold a nice chunk of tickets. So as I'm sending Cecil money as I'm getting it in, and well, I sent him one payment on Friday, and then I'm like, yo, I got to send you some more money. He was like, you got to send me some more. I was like, yeah. He was like, Mo, how many fucking tickets did you sell? I'm like, I told you how many tickets. I was like, I ain't sell no more. He was like, Mo, please tell me you ain't sold no more tickets from the tickets that you told me you sold. Now, this is crazy, right? Cause I'm looking at him like, what you tell you? He's like, Mo, we're sold out. We're sold out. Like, if anybody try to come up now and they want to buy a ticket, they can't buy a ticket. So if anybody call you and tell you they want a ticket, they can't get a ticket. So, well, I sent him the rest of the money. Cecil comes up to me and hugs me. He's like, boy, yeah, you did your damn thing. So, packed out show. Got some great interviews. Interviewed all the comedians. Again, I know being a comedian is an art, you know what I'm saying? So, I'll just say Savante, he had a rough time. You know what I'm saying? It was a rough outing. The other two comedians, Nick Lewis and Savante and Dante Ray. Dante Ray killed it. Nick Lewis killed it. Matter of fact, I don't want to tell his joke, but I'm gonna make Kurt laugh. Kurt, you ever smoked a fag?
No, nigga, but I know what you're talking about.
What the fuck?
Nah, that's what English people call a cigarette.
Right.
Oh, what the fuck? Okay, clearly.
Yeah, English people call a cigarette a fag.
Oh, yeah.
So they'd be like,
and then they don't say,
like, do you have a fag? And you'd be like, the fuck?
And then they don't say smoke. They don't say smoke. They say blow.
Okay, absolutely not.
Yeah, so English person might ask you to blow a fag.
You taking a lunch break to go blow a fag? That sounds horrible.
Right.
That
Suspect as fuck, man.
Yeah, what you about to do, man? I'm
yeah.
about to go outside and blow a fag. What?
Yeah.
Not in
Nah.
America.
Right. So boom, I interview all the comedians again. I got to interview Dolomite's son, as well, which he was in attendance at the show. So that was dope. So afterwards, shout out to Keith Cersei. My homeboy Keith was like, yo, I just bought After 5, which is one of the spots in Columbus. He's like, everybody's supposed to be going over there for drinks. Like, it's your birthday, come out. We're going to take care of you. So me and Laffy end up going out there, right? So the DJ, and shout out to DJ 007. Shout out to DJ Energy if he checking in with us as well.
Yeah, Energy is in the building.
Word.
College bros.
Right.
Oh, shit.
So me and DJ 007 is leaving out. So I walk him out real quick, and me and him just standing outside chopping it up for a quick second. Talking about the next event, talking about how this event was packed out, etc. So boom, I go back in. Now, mind you, Cecil them had left, so Lafayette is at the table by herself. Now, there's these edibles, and this particular edible, you're only supposed to bite off like a fourth of it, right?
Oh, no.
You're just gonna say she took about half.
Oh, shit.
So as I'm outside, unbeknownst to me, the edible done kicked in on Lafayette, right?
Yeah. Welcome to another episode of High Ass Niggas.
So apparently while I'm outside, some dude walks up to her and asks her if she's okay, because she say she was sitting in the chair with her hand like this, scratching her forehead. She's scratching her forehead. So the dude apparently walks up and he's like, "Are you all right?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm just high." He was like, "Oh, okay. I was just making sure you were straight. I'll send you over by yourself, whatever. You know, he try to kick game, whatever." So she tell him, my husband outside. He about to come back in a minute, whatever. So dude is standing at the other end of our table when I walk back in. So I walk back in. I said, "Hey, you good?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm straight." She was like, apparently the edible kicked in. Dude walked up, asked me if I was okay. I was sitting here scratching my forehead, blah, blah, whatever. So we sitting there laughing. We finishing up our drinks. I think maybe we wait on a food order, whatever we're doing. But dude is at the other end of the table, and they keep looking. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and she done already told me the story, so I'm thinking to myself, all right, dude, like I'm back in here now. Like, even if you was coming over to check on it, like this, at this point, it's time for you to go ahead and walk away. So about 5 minutes of conversation, and dude is still at the end of the damn table looking like lost puppy. So y'all know me. I'm sitting there, I'm like, yeah, why buddy keep looking down here? Like, and I'm looking at him, so I'm like, why buddy keep looking down here? Like, he don't realize I'm back in here. So like, he realized you good, right? Life be like, Mo, don't start. And I'm like, what? I'm just trying to figure out, wow, is he looking at you or he looking at me? Because if he look at me, it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? So we sitting there laughing and shit. Dude still looking. She's like, Mo, you loud. I'm like, I don't care. I'm like, what he gonna do? Dude got on white pants in the club. Man, when last time you wore some white jeans, man?
Ooh, high school.
Thank you.
Yeah, high school. That was
white.
And that was only because I was in the marching band, and that was our away uniform.
White jeans? White jeans, bro.
I've done some shorts. I did that in college. I've done some shorts.
I've done white shorts in college.
But jeans? Nah.
White jeans. Buddy had on some white jeans.
Nah.
With some, not Jordans, with some Jumpmans. Yeah, some good old Jumpmans on.
Jumpmans? Who was that? Was that Shaq?
That's Jordan. I mean, that's Jordan off-brand.
That's Nike.
Oh,
it's Nike.
That's Nike, but it's Jumpman. It wasn't Jordans. Okay.
Got you. Okay.
So he got on some white jeans and Jumpmans, and a crispy Julio Jones Falcon jersey. Like he just went and purchased it.
Boo.
Julio Jones.
Julio Jones ain't been a Falcon in like almost 3 years.
Bro, Julio done played for like 2 other teams. You know what I'm saying? He done played for Tennessee, and he played for Tennessee for like 2 years, and now he's in.
He's been gone for like 3 years now. Damn, that's crazy.
He was matching, bro, but he looked like somebody uncle for real. Like definitely looked like somebody uncle. He definitely ironed the hell out them jeans because he had crease in the white jeans. And I said that jersey was pristine, buddy.
Not pristine.
Boy, when I'm talking about before he got ready to come out to the club, but he laid that out on the bed and was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him tonight." I ain't put this jersey on since I bought it 5 years ago. 5 years ago. You heard me? 5. But yeah, man. So I had a clown buddy in the joint, and I just wondered, like, white jeans. Y'all just answer. White jeans are not acceptable for grown ass men, bro.
Not that I'm aware. Like, I haven't seen anybody.
White linen.
White linen is no. That's beachwear. Yeah, that's straight.
Linen, yes. I was about to say that. If you're talking pants is a totally different thing. Like a white suit, or you know what I'm saying, or a white linen outfit, yes.
Right. Yeah.
But white jeans, I didn't even know they still make those.
Right. Right. He got the classic size, probably 34.
Hell no, not the classic.
Yo, all right. On the topic of sports, though, I did see a text message a few minutes ago. Ruff Buff sent something over. Shout out to Ruff. So apparently, the Cardinals are going to look to move D-Hop.
Why?
I don't know why.
He just came back and balled out. Like okay. Let them do their thing.
So I would ask a question. Where could you see D-Hop next year? I got a place in mind. I got him going to another bird, not the Falcons. I can see the Ravens.
The Ravens. Ooh. If he could get there, Rashad Bateman can get healthy, and then you still got Hollywood. Holy shindrews. And whichever running back decides to be healthy, because your number one running back is Lamar Jackson anyway.
I can see it.
Ooh, my fantasy squad would be nice.
I could definitely see that.
Nice.
I could see AA Rod trying to make a push to get Hopkins there in Green Bay if he stay in Green Bay.
So what would you think if the Colts went out and got your man from Alabama, the quarterback, Bryce Young, but then went for D-Hop? So you got D-Hop as your number one. You have Michael Pittman as your number 2. You still have Jonathan Taylor. And I got rid of Naheem Hines, just ran that shit back for the Bills, so he's on the Bills. Y'all still got a squad, though. Like, that would be a super squad. Yeah. That would be nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And I'm not going to even lie. You could, with D-Hop there, you could probably keep Matt Ryan so that Bryce Young can learn. Because Matt Ryan, I'm not saying he was a super bad quarterback, but no, like he's got to. But okay, so
that man was awful.
Okay, so he's still gonna have to learn the Colts way, and just let him.
What the hell is the Colts way?
Well, hopefully it's moving towards getting D-Hop and getting Bryce.
3-step drop back. That's the Colts way.
Get it out real quick.
And get it out.
And play hella defense. Leonard didn't play most of the season even on defense. So Leonard was a number one linebacker and pass rusher. So he wasn't even playing most of the season. So like I know the offense needs to do what they need to do, but they need to keep running the ball because they're very good at it. Mm-hmm. Michael Pittman is a beast, but if you put Pittman as your number 2, and then you always gonna stick your number one cornerback on your number one receiver. Of course, that would be D-Hop. If
Pittman goes off.
Then Pittman goes retarded. Jonathan Taylor goes retarded. D-Hop goes crazy. Whoever your quarterback is gonna be balling. Like,
see,
everybody gonna eat. If that happened.
Moke in the chat room said the Cardinals fired their coach, so I would leave too. I would feel the exact opposite. Yeah. Fuck Cliff Kingsbury. Wasn't that their coach?
Yeah, that was
like Kingsbury. Cliff Kingsbury wasn't talking about nothing.
Nah, he's not using Kyler Murray the way he should be used.
Nope. I would feel the exact opposite way. Oh, y'all finally fired him? Great. We can move on and actually, you know what I'm saying, have a solid system. I'm wondering where Sean Payton ends up.
Sean Payton would be great.
He's not going to be in Carolina. I forgot who it is.
Indianapolis.
Somebody is in talks already. I don't know if it was the Rams. It might have been the Rams.
I think it was the Rams.
Yeah, somebody is in talk, although they don't have any number one picks. And he's still under contract with the Saints. So they're going to have to trade. You know what I'm saying? Like, basically, they're going to have to work out some kind of trade. But if they're talking already, I'm assuming they've already laid out what they would be looking for. It might be some future first rounds. But I'm wondering what difference that's going to make, because I don't know if I don't know how healthy Matthew Stafford is. That team, it had a short window.
So it looks like Sean Payton is the favorite to be the next coach of the Arizona Cardinals.
Are you serious?
Yes.
No,
that would be sick.
Well, I wonder how that works out, because Tom Brady and Sean Payton are being linked together, and they talking about Tom done in Tampa. They say he done in Tampa, but that could change with the great playoff run. I don't expect for them to have no great playoff run, but I hate to say it is Tom damn Brady, man.
Wow. Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. You never know.
It's Tom Brady in the playoffs.
That's the only way, and that's all you need. Because now Tom Brady is about to be like 25-year-old Tom Brady, and go out there and do the best he can to win games late if need be.
And I think they're seeded like fourth or something like that. I think the last two, the championship game last year was between 2-4 seeds. So it's not beyond the realm of possibility for it to happen, but
of course,
Tampa ain't. I don't know. It's a lot of. I don't know how injured Mike is. I don't know Julio turf toe, man. Like I said, folks was tripping like, oh man, you supposed to be a Falcons fan. How you happy they got rid of Julio? Because he couldn't be on the field, man. It's just that damn simple, man.
Yeah, he wasn't playing this year, bro.
Can't get paid all that money and not be on the field, and that's why he been moving around from spot to spot.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. It's a veteran move.
It's called Bridgewater.
Colt McCoy.
Nah. Colt McCoy still getting paid though, but Colt McCoy still comes in.
Shit, Colt McCoy still in the league. He ain't no throwback.
Yes.
I think Colt McCoy. I think Colt McCoy is still in the league, bro.
No, he's a backup quarterback for the Cardinals. Yes,
that's what I said. Yeah, Colt McCoy is still in the league. Sam Bradford. I think Sam Bradford is still in the damn league.
Sam Bradford. Ooh,
I didn't know Colt McCoy. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, Colt McCoy played 3 or 4 games for the Cardinals this year as a starter when Kyler Murray went out. I know because I have them on my fantasy team.
Let's see whatever happened to Sam Bradford.
And Colt McCoy can still. Colt McCoy actually can still command an offense. He's not the worst quarterback. He's definitely nowhere close to the best quarterback, but he can still command the offense. I've seen him take the Cardinals down the field like easy, and he still does not hesitate to tuck that ball and run.
We talked about it, Mocha, but I'll rehash it. She said, "What are your thoughts on the Texans firing Lovie Smith?" The Texans are a cesspool of a franchise and organization, as far as I'm concerned. That's two black head coaches in 2 years, knowing that you really didn't have shit this year. You know what I'm saying? This year was pretty much a throwaway year for the Texans, and they knew it. And you pretty much set Lovie Smith up for failure.
Scapegoat. That's all you needed. Was a scapegoat to put in the media, and then so you
had a black head coach, even though you know you wasn't gonna keep him. You just said you had one.
Right. You fulfilled quotas for the NFL for a year, basically.
Yeah. You ain't gonna. You ain't got to hire a black coach for the next 15, 20 years.
And now you have a high draft pick, and you get rid of him versus allowing him to build up the organization. Like, again, I wasn't happy when, you know what I'm saying? I'm happy whenever a black coach gets hired, but I wasn't too enthused about Lovey taking the position just because the team was a throwaway team. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
That's like taking who another throwaway team out there?
Dolphins.
The Dolphins not a throwaway team, man. Y'all in the playoffs, bro. I mean, I could say the Falcons are a throwaway team, but we was cap strapped. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have all this free money we got all this free money going into next year. We couldn't do nothing this year though. The Matt Ryan contract had us hemmed.
I just need y'all to do something with the free money that y'all have, man.
Watch this.
Invest wisely. Wisely.
You think I'm playing about this? How much free money did the Falcons have?
And that's great, but do something with it. That's all I'm asking. Just like your draft picks, do something with them. All I'm asking. I am so tired of the Atlanta Falcons coming up short on bullshit.
All right.
I have been in this state for 26 years, and I have only been able to pull for y'all one time.
I'm gonna tell you where we got screwed. The Falcons have been scraping by financially over the past couple of seasons, and things won't be any different in 2022. That was this year. Currently, Atlanta is $7 million over the projected cap total of $208.2 million. For as much as people joke about the cap myth and that dead money means nothing, both are in fact real and play a role in how teams can move. Now, our cap was fucked up because dead cap total of 20.4 was due to Julio Jones last offseason and Dante Fowler's release. So we didn't have no money, bro. Like, there was nothing that we could do, especially with, I said we were over the salary cap. We still had Matt Ryan's money that had to come off, and you had Julio's money. Both of those come off this year. Bro, we're going to have a lot of money.
Well, that makes sense as to why you guys got Marcus Mariota this year.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
That was the reason for the Marcus Mariota stopgap for a year.
The best possible, not super the worst quarterback that has some running potential and knows how to command the offense.
And he was Arthur Smith's quarterback in Tennessee at one point.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. That summed it all up.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, we got Kiwi man. All right, before we get up out of here, man, I'm gonna surprise y'all with a quick question. Most interesting thing you saw this week, man? Well, over the past week.
Most interesting thing I've seen over the past week.
It could have been something on social media. It could have been something that you actually saw out in the streets, and experienced. It could be something that somebody told you.
I can't even think about that right now.
Me putting together this damn computer. That shit was very interesting, very demanding, and it was right in my face. Like, there's nothing I could do about it.
I was telling Pookie about the micro center situation with you building the micro center. He was like, "Oh, okay." He wanted them to do. He's like, "Nah. I don't do all that."
Nah, like I didn't build a micro center. I just went there to analyze, just check to see if my parts would fit. I wanted this case. I know it was big enough, but I wanted to physically see it before I left. I had to purchase the case, take it in there, make sure the parts fit. And I told the cashier, I said, "Hey, if my parts don't fit, I'm bringing this back." Like, he already knew. He was like, "You can come straight back to me." I was like, "Cool." So yeah, but everything fit by like the length of an eyelash. It fit. And I was like, holy shit. That's 3 cases in one build. Like, I got 2 random cases I got to build out of. Like, we got to get this.
Oh, you couldn't take those back?
No, it's not that I didn't want to take them back. It's that I like the challenge of the case itself, to actually put components in there that fit, and get you a good gaming computer for a good gaming experience and or just general experience. So no, I don't. Cases to me are those things that I feel I should never run out of. Whenever I'm ready to do a build, I should be able to go in there, pick a build, whether I want to spray paint it or cut it or whatever I want to do, and or just leave it like it is. I like the challenge of those smaller cases, so I still want to build it. And those are going to be some of the future videos that you see on my YouTube channel once I get it up and going. So,
Word.
yeah.
Hey,
So yeah.
and another thing on the Texans.
Interesting thing I done heard all week.
I was about to say another thing about the freaking Texans. The name of the quarterback was fucking David Mills. That sounds like a spot in Georgia that you go to on a field trip.
That sounds like the damn water boy. Fucking David Mills is coming to the game. Didn't he just give me Gatorade?
You know what I'm
Water sucks. It really,
really
I'm gonna give y'all the most interesting thing I saw over the last 7 days. Bro, went to the gas station. It was coming back to the crib. So put up to a stop sign. Some kids outside playing football in the yard. Shit, they enjoying themselves. All of a sudden, I see this white dude. He got on jeans and a t-shirt. And he is hauling ass, bro. His cell phone in his hand. I'm talking about he running fast as hell. So boom, he been around the corner. And I'm like, damn. And then I look down the street a little bit, and 2 big ass pit bulls are running down the street.
Oh shit.
So the kids just stop playing football because boom, when he goes around the corner, he passes them. So they stop playing, looking like, why is he running like this? Because he obviously ain't got on workout clothes.
Right.
Bro, the 2 pit bulls come around the corner. The kids didn't move. The pit bulls didn't look at them at all. They did not stop chasing this dude. Like,
Oh shit.
they went past them like, what's up, y'all?
Oh, shit.
We got to get him. Bro, Buddy was hauling down the street. And I thought about it after the fact. I was like, that was kind of fucked up, Mo. I could have at least pulled down the street and told Buddy to jump in real quick. But nah.
You should have rolled down the window and asked him.
You should have rolled down the street and see what happened if the dogs caught up to him or not.
All right, because my thing is, why would the dogs say? Usually dogs over here, it's a lot. I ain't gonna lie, it's a lot of pit bulls over here, and a lot of them be out. I don't understand. I've never seen so many loose pit bulls, but they're not necessarily aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Well, maybe I don't know. I ain't just walking down the damn street.
You should have rolled up to a. You should have pulled up to a roll down the window and be like, "You must be going for TCU, ain't you?"
Oh man,
you got pit bulls chasing your ass down the street.
Let's see.
You must be a TCU.
Mocha Bella says, Kurt, did you see the French Montana video they did at the Licking and 10? People got shot. They didn't have a permit or contract.
Well, I didn't see the video, but I heard about it, and I seen the news afterward.
That's
They tried to make it seem like they weren't even, like they didn't even know nothing was going on, like they weren't shooting a video or nothing like that.
So what? Hold on. What happened?
So basically, what happened is French Montana doing a video at the Licking, right?
What the hell is the Licking?
All right, so listen. All right, so DJ Khaled got a restaurant down here. He's got 2 down here, and one is one. Actually, one is literally like 5 minutes from my house. But that's not the one. It's one here, I think, one on South Beach and one in Orlando. Orlando was the first one that opened up. But anyway, so they doing a video at this spot called the Licking, which is DJ Khaled owned. And then all of a sudden somebody come out, there's a shooting, and like 10 people get shot.
Holy shit.
Yeah, but they try to make it seem like, oh, we didn't even know that there was a video shoot at the time. They try to make it seem like nothing like that.
Like who did the shooting?
Oh, I don't even know, bro. Like I said.
Okay, I was about to say, so what, this was just a random shooting?
Yeah, something like that, if I'm thinking correctly. I slightly heard about it, you know what I'm saying, after the fact.
Mocha said no police were there. Let's see.
Yeah.
Let me just see.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you.
Why in the hell I put up French Montana and they said
wow. No, I got it right here. The restaurant told CNN in a statement that staff did not know that a video was being shot and only found out last minute that French Montana was filming a scene in the back lot out back.
Stop.
It says we have no idea what actually took place. The restaurant told CNN The licking restaurant has nothing to do with the incident and has given police the necessary footage requested. It sounds like total bullshit.
Of course, dude. I'm telling you, dude.
Oh my goodness.
Who is
And see, hold on. This one, the licking. This one's
Right.
like 10 minutes from my old house.
Oh shit.
This one's like 10 minutes from my old crib.
Oh.
This was actually around where Mocha Bella worked.
Oh shit. Oh.
Yo, I wish I had the post, but I did see something on social media the other day. Carla was showing me that a 19-year-old young man has announced his relationship, announced his relationship. I think he's dating like an 81-year-old woman.
Oh yeah, he got himself a cougar.
What the hell? No, nigga, that's not even a cougar.
He
That's
talking
a
about
dinosaur,
bro. He talking about it was love. It was love at first sight.
No, it was love at first slip of the false teeth.
Bro,
I think she's like a billionaire.
Hold on, she got money.
Oh yeah,
she got money,
paid.
and she ain't got no teeth.
And she wanted somebody to give it to before she died because she don't trust none of her kids. She don't like none of her kids, and she and she really hates her family.
What's the oldest you can see yourself dating?
Oh yeah, hey, Mocha said that 6-year-old who shot his teacher. That shit was crazy.
Yeah,
I heard about that yesterday.
And the teacher saved the rest of the students.
Right.
What you mean? Okay, y'all got to give me, because I heard about this for the first time last night during the game, but obviously the game was on, so it didn't get as much of my attention.
Now, I know. Well, I heard about it this morning as I'm on my way out. But basically, a 6-year-old shot a teacher, and the teacher saved the rest of the students. But I'm not sure how. That was all they said, and then I went to break. And like I said, I was on my way out the door. So, but that's what happened this morning.
Wow.
Let's see. And I'm just like at 6, bro. What? I wasn't thinking about taking no gun to school.
Why are you, bro? Shit.
Let's see. So this happened in Newport News. This is why they were talking about it, because this is actually in Kesey them kind of area. And I don't want to subscribe. I just want the information, sir. All right, 6-year-old shot VA teacher during class session. Injured teacher. Teacher's action saved lives. What we know. Police say the 6-year-old student shot this teacher Friday at Rich Neck Elementary. Elementary School. Yeah. Used a 9mm handgun that belonged to his mother. The first grade teacher, Abigail Werner, 25, was in the middle of class just before 2 p.m. when the student suddenly pointed the gun at her and shot and fired one round. Zooer took a defensive position, bringing a hand up to protect herself. The bullet entered her hand, went out of the other side, and then entered her upper chest. Though her condition was initially critical, she's now in stable condition.
Wow.
And then started a GoFundMe page for her. Yo, hold on. First of all, how did the 6-year-old get the gun?
Get the gun.
Second of all, how he ain't fall on his ass after shooting the gun? Because I mean, the kickback
9mm should have knocked him on his ass.
Right,
knocked him on his ass.
The kickback definitely should have knocked him on his ass. I guess that's a lot.
That's a whole bunch of questions. That's a lot of questions.
Why was it not in the lock cabinet? Obviously, if you got children around, shit, he apparently knew something. I think these video games might be a little too instructive because, unless Mama was sitting around with the safety off, you know what I'm saying? He had to know how to take the safety off.
Right.
Man,
Milk said I blame the mother. I mean, definitely in this situation,
definitely.
he shouldn't have had access to it.
Look here, man. Look here, talking with a dude that got kids and guns in his house.
Right. Same here.
Look, not for nothing, but I have, except for the gun I carry around daily, right? That one, it stays in his holster, right? But I have my pop's gun, right? I have one of my pop's old guns, right? And that one right there is loaded. The safety's on, and then I have a child lock around. I can't even put my finger in the thing without. I have a key to unlock that. So there's no way
Damn.
of that going off. Yeah. Like I
Yeah.
around the actual trigger, I have a
Right.
lock around that.
Oh, that's
Like
serious.
yeah. So I mean, and I you have to have a key to unlock that.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I mean, if you're gonna have and it's kept in a safe.
Okay.
So imagine safety on, lock around the trigger, and it's in a safe.
Right. Yeah, it's gonna take you some
Like
time.
I'm saying, this was not accidental. The firearm belonged to the mother. It was legally purchased. The police are trying to find out how the firearm was actually secured, how the child was able to
get it and hide it.
Get it basically
from their parent.
And said the firearm and placed in the backpack.
Makes another good point. Growing up, it's just that my kids are still young right now.
Right, not to touch.
Yeah, but they know that. All right, I give you a prime example of like how kids are not stupid. I've had the same glasses for years, right? I have not broken my glasses have not been broken because of my kids. Now it might be just as simple as talking about glasses, right? But my kids know, don't touch those. You don't play with those, right?
Right.
They don't play with my glasses. Now, my sister and my mother have been like, "Oh, your kids broke my glasses. Why are you letting them play with them?"
That's real.
You see what I'm saying? Like just I mean it's something that small, but I'm just showing you. So like if you tell your kids, like, look, this shit will kill you. This shit is serious. You do not play with this. And they know, they see that, oh, that daddy said don't touch that. Or mommy said don't touch that. Mommy said don't play with that. You know what I'm saying? And then they see the severity of it. Like, I mean, like I said, like, that's all on the mom. Like, there's no way that, like, you shouldn't have to where a 6-year-old should be able to get to a gun fully loaded and ready. Like
I wonder what, and I see an article asking what happens to a 6-year-old in a shooting incident like this. So I see the parents could be held responsible.
Of course. They are responsible, plain and simple. I mean, because you know what it is basically is a kid at 6 years old, they do have sense, but they don't have that much sense to where, I mean, they know right from wrong, but at the same time, you know, they're not gonna say, "Oh, the kid should have known better." The kid could have brought it to school thinking it was a play gun, supposedly.
I'm gonna say in this particular case, I think this is more of a case. I think he knew what he was doing, but I don't think he understood the consequences of what he was doing.
Okay, I'll give you that. Yes. Yeah. And then I mean, and then what are you gonna do to the kid? You gonna put the kid in juvie at 6 years old?
Nah, he's not. Nothing's actually possibly gonna happen to him.
Right now, he's
going to leave schools.
Right now, he's in a medical facility. So when they say medical facility, he's probably he's in some kind of psychiatric medical facility at this particular point, and they probably trying to figure out like what his line of thinking is. Right, because I mean, like you said, there's not a facility to hold him at 6 years old. You can't really send a 6-year-old to a juvenile detention center, can you? I mean,
no.
I mean, because juvie is like teen. It's like teen. Like you, as a teenager, you go to juvie.
So it says, Mocha just said in the chat room, children under the age of 7 can't be prosecuted.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming the parents are going to be held.
Well,
but that's gonna be more. That's gonna be more like closely more civil than anything.
Yeah, I mean they could charge. What I'm looking at, it looks like they could charge the parents with a misdemeanor.
Right, like it's not gonna be anything like
negligent. Negligent homicide. Well, not
Well,
homicide.
it wasn't
not
homicide, but
homicide.
just negligence, recklessly leaving a loaded, unsecured firearm in
Right,
such a manner to
right. It's
endanger the
some kind of
life.
negligence. Yeah,
Right.
definitely. That could definitely happen to the parent. But I mean, come on, man.
Because they
Like,
gonna look at it more about the fact that the gun was left out, and it was negligence on the parents' part because you put the life of the child, you know what I'm saying, in danger by leaving the gun out like that. They're not even looking at the actual shooting incident per se. They're going to be looking at just the fact that the gun was available for the child. Most juvenile facilities don't take kids younger than
under
9,
9.
which
So yeah, he's probably at like child services at this point.
all right, like I said, at that age, he obviously doesn't understand or comprehend like the consequences behind this action. Again, I believe he knew what he was doing.
But he could have had like Looney Tunes on the brain or something like that. He could have been thinking about a cartoon or something he watched, or some other influence than his parents teaching him, not to touch a gun or something like that. Like, could have been TV related for all we know, with all the people that let their kids be taught by the television and stuff like that. Like, this is retarded.
Yeah, this is
That's crazy. But it's like, what did they say? It's like the 10th time this has happened for a kid under the age of 10.
Yeah.
You know what? No,
No,
but
I'm sorry. This is a
and
17
all I
shooting.
can say behind that is, what the hell are the parents? That this all falls on the parent. That
Yeah,
type
and
of shit falls on the parent.
it actually says the student could be charged in juvenile court, but the minimum age for a juvenile prison sentence is 11.
Right.
So even if he were charged, it's not like they're gonna charge him and be like, well, when you turn 11, we're gonna go ahead and bring you on back. That's not the way that works.
2 years. Yo, that's just whack, yo.
Yeah, that's insane. Yeah.
That I feel like those are parents that shouldn't be parents, because you don't even have responsibility. You don't know what responsibility is. If you have anybody with that's responsible, no, dude. I know plenty of people. I'm not the I'm not even gonna mention names, but Mo, you know my other two homeboys, and both of them got gun safes.
Right.
They have a safe. They have safes with guns in it, and they both have 2 kids, and they kids. No, okay, you don't fuck with this.
I'm just thinking about the kids that were in the classroom. Like, they just witnessed the teacher get shot by one of their peers. How do I go back to school? How do I go back to school and feel comfortable? Because I don't. I'm looking at everybody like everybody might have a gun.
Right.
Yeah, you don't know what to think no more.
What happened to? I thought most schools. You're about to say what happened to? Well, they don't do metal detectors no more.
I think that's only high school.
Yeah, that's
I guess.
I don't think they do it. Dude, we're talking elementary.
Yeah,
6 years is elementary. Dude, my daughter is in 1st grade at 7.
Right.
All right, so we talking about a kindergarten.
Yeah.
Well, no. Well, actually, no.
First grader.
My daughter. No, that's a 1st grader. I'm sorry. My daughter. Her birthday's in October, so she starts a year behind.
Gotcha.
So 6th grade. 6th year is actually 1st grade. We're talking 1st graders right now.
Right. Yeah, 6 years old should be 1st grade. Should be.
Well, yeah, like I said, my daughter falls after the cutoff date. So when she's supposed to start, yeah. So when she's supposed to start at 6, she actually has to start at 7 because of her birthday.
Could you imagine having to take her back to school, bro?
I wouldn't.
Say homeschool starts today.
Yep.
Bruh.
And then the teachers,
or you know what, or better yet, not for nothing, but again, that's when like Catholic schools or charter schools come into play more than public schools.
Yeah. And then I'm like, imagine the teachers though. Like, imagine walking into your class the next day, bro.
Oh no, I need to get paid, Mo. You want me to come back? Yeah. And I'm walking strapped.
Oh yeah.
I'm gun up, nigga. I'm walking in and I'm showing everybody. Oh, play with it.
Yeah.
Like I'm,
And you and you got to pay me extra because I'm licensed to
I'm
carry.
play
Yes.
with it.
What I mean,
Yeah,
what
play
what do
with it.
y'all think about that? I don't think we ever talked about that. So after the shooting, was that in Texas? Or the
Waco.
nah, I can't
You
think of the
talking about
name of
old
the
school?
place. The shooting where the police were standing outside, basically.
Oh, they
And
were outside and
they went in. I think some
they
of them
went
went in to get their own children, but they didn't
Man,
go in.
Yeah,
Oh man, Mocha, I know y'all watching. If y'all could tell me where that shooting happened. I know that was I think that happened last year.
yeah.
you mean the one down
Yeah.
here?
Was that in Florida?
One, dude, there was a shooting in Florida. Like I think it was last year.
Uvalde.
Uvalde.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on, because since you brought it up and you brought up, teachers being strapped, like what are your thoughts on teachers actually being strapped? You think it's a good thing or a bad thing?
Look,
Oh, it's
everything falls back to one word: responsibility.
right.
If you like, I'm not saying teachers have to be like that, but in a way, because of how parents are not responsible. And then, I mean, dude, you just said it. How many times has this happened where children under the age of 10 have had guns, regardless gone off or not, but they've had it in school? That it falls completely on a parent.
Yeah, but
Right?
I don't want to see a situation where like this, when a 6-year-old student pulls a strap out on the teacher and the teacher pulls the strap back out on him.
It's all bad.
Right.
I mean, but
Yeah, it's all
either
bad.
way is bad. But then what are you supposed to do? I mean, honestly, I don't think in elementary that teachers should be strapping up in elementary school.
Nah, you
But
shouldn't
middle
have to.
school, high school,
Maybe.
Well, I think
Depending on where you
the
at.
purpose isn't necessarily to hide a gun in case of an incident like this. The case of having a gun is in case somebody comes into the school and starts shooting up the school, then you're not having to wait on police response. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
You
but then
have the ability to take actions into your own hands.
Right, but then at the same time, you're not staying strapped in school. You have access to a locker. It's almost like having a gun in police officers.
Right.
You have a gun. You have access to something that allows you to defend yourself and to defend your students. So that is something that could happen. It would have to be an emergency. Somebody would have to pull a hit a button to release the lockers, the guns, like, and not a teacher. It'd have to be like the principal, unless the principal got shot, then chain of command falls down, and somebody could be like, "Okay, there's a shooter.
It has to be one of the, right. It's an active shooter, and we about to hit the button. That little compartment at the bottom of your drawer about to open up.
Right. And now you can handle business and follow protocol, but follow protocol. Don't shoot unless you need to.
Right. Protocol really should be get children into a safe place, get them into a corner, and you guard your door. You know what I'm saying?
Defend your side. Yeah, everybody go into like I guess keep them in the classroom separate is
yeah, you can't be running. You can't just start running around the schools and shit.
Now
you losing people, and you might run directly into the damn shooter. You don't know where the shooter is, so
right.
It is more of a protect your folks type situation. I don't know. I see the chat room is saying that they don't agree with it. I don't know. I think it's I think we in a different place.
Yeah.
I mean, hey,
definitely in a different place.
Look here, man. Like, I'm just saying. But then everybody has to be responsible. Like, you can't just like you said, like that makes more sense. You know what I'm saying? Than an actual teacher just coming to school being strapped up.
Right?
Nah. You have a line of order of, you have order and a line of custody and command with it. Then that may, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's just ridiculous to, like, with these young kids carrying. I mean, if that's the case, that means that, like, dude, once you in kindergarten, you gotta have a strap. You gotta have from kindergarten to 12th grade, you gotta have metal detectors.
And that's crazy to think about.
Yeah, that's crazy to think about. Like, no matter what school you go to from here on out, Like my that means from here on out, every time I take my daughter to school, I gotta make sure she goes through the metal detector, or she's gotta go through
or
the metal detector.
she getting wand down before she walk in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And God forbid she got some any other type of metal on.
Right. Now you got to stop and empty your book bag, take off your shoes, whatever else they,
Like,
the
like, all
wand
right.
and all that. Like, that's
And see, here's the funny thing. Give you a quick joke. So it was all the boys, for Christmas. Junior took all the boys to a Heat game. He got season tickets because his son plays basketball, a traveling basketball, and because of that, their home court is basically the Miami Arena. So he gets Heat tickets like ridiculously cheap. So we all went to the game, right? So we walking up the steps, right? So Junior turns, he's like, "Yo, you strapped?" And Al is like, "Nah. I don't care when I'm around you." All right. So Al turns to me and is like, "You strapped?" I'm like, "Nah. I don't care when I'm around you." So then I turn to Junior like, "Yo, you strapped?" He's like, "Nah. I don't carry when I'm around Al." Right. So basically,
So nobody is strapped.
Al, you are the shooter.
But we going into the arena, right?
Right.
So basically, and we got a radio, but Yayo don't carry. So we walk in, everybody's good, right? Guess who's the only one that gets stopped?
Yayo. Oh, you got stopped? Why you get stopped?
My belt buckle.
I knew this had to be belt buckle or
and literally, like, we all walk in and they're like, "You walk over there, please." So they're like,
Whoa.
"Nigga, I thought you said you wasn't carrying." But that's the thing. Imagine that happens to your kid at school. Mm-hmm. Remember, it was a belt buckle for me. So imagine your kid goes to school and next thing you know, her keychain in her book bag.
Right, goes off.
I mean, it's crazy. I'm just looking at the chat room. Wacky Ma said teaching is so different than it appears to the outside world. So much more takes place. And he said, "You're right, Mocha. We never know what our kids bring to school with them." And I'm just like, for that reason, well, a lot of people were like, "Oh, bro, you went to school for math. Why don't you teach?" And I'm like, because I don't have the patience for other people's children. Hell, I don't have the patience for mine. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's not I don't have the patience for mine, but your kids just do shit that you're supposed to be oblivious to, and you're not supposed to know what the hell going on. And I'm just like, I couldn't imagine having to deal with somebody else's, and then I definitely couldn't imagine having to deal with somebody else's after the teacher in the classroom next door to me just got shot.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
And not even that, but how can I deal with other people's kids when I know how my kid is, and I know how I used to be as a kid,
right?
And that shit's going through my mind.
Right.
So how can I deal with other people's kids?
Right. That's too many personalities. That's too many little personalities I got to deal with on a regular basis, and I'm sure we're not getting paid enough to deal with all them personalities.
So just it's like it's all you hate to see elementary school kids going through a damn metal detector,
right?
But at the same time, I'd rather my elementary school child have to go through that metal detector than witness somebody get shot.
Yeah. But it shouldn't even have to come to that. That's what we're trying. That's the main point behind everything. It shouldn't even have to come to that.
And the main shit is,
and that goes back to a parent being responsible.
Everything starts at home.
But you know what, man? Shit. You know what? What if we find out? You know what I'm saying? Like, mom was on the up and up, and mom did everything that she was supposed to do outside of, mom.
She did.
Well, obviously she didn't, because the child still got a hold of the gun. So,
you just said one word that killed everything that you were about to say.
Yeah,
everything.
Yeah,
everything.
Yeah,
no,
everything.
Yeah, because
there's
there's only one case. There's only one case where I absolved mom. If she had the gun locked in a safe that had whatever code to it, and this little motherfucker figured out the code. That's the only way I can absolve mama from this shit.
Cause did you hear how I have my gun in my safe?
Right.
Yeah. You said you got the other thing. You got the other thing on there that they won't be able to get.
Yeah, it's only because I know that like on YouTube and shit like that, like you could get banned for. I'll go show you what I'm talking about.
You
I
can
can
show
literally
us.
show it. Huh?
Show it to us. You can show it to us. I think we good.
All right, I'll be right back.
But I'm just saying. So in that particular scenario, let's say the gun is locked in a safe with a digital code. And the 6-year-old knew what the digital code was because the digital code was his birthday.
And that falls on who? We don't blame it on the 6-year-old still. Even though he did the crime, you still blame it on the parents.
Nah, in that particular case, if the 6-year-old, if the 6-year-old got the code and went in and got the gun, then this little motherfucker
be that easy.
Absolutely knew what he was doing.
If you have your own personal code for anything and your child finds out without them seeing you put the code in, you have the weakest code on the planet for anything.
Oh, Michaela has guessed my codes 1,000,000 times, bro.
Then you need to get some stronger codes, bro. You need to add some asterisks or some shit. But
he's like, I saw Michaela on my phone one day, and I'm trying to think to myself, wait, I know my phone was locked. Like, how did you get into my phone? She was like, I already know what your code was. I'm like, what's the code? My birthday. Ah, shit. Let me change this right now.
Well, hey. Kids clearly are smarter nowadays because they don't go outside anymore. And I'm not saying going outside is dumb, but at the same time, when you're in the house, you see more in the house. But it all starts at home. If we have to get outside of our birthdays and our kids' birthdays and our anniversaries and our wife's, that's typical hacker shit. Right. Any hacker knows, all I got to do is get his birthday. I can try 1,000,000 codes. I can try 100 codes and I'll get it. Like, yeah, it all starts at home. I'm not blaming the child. I don't know what the hell the child's going through. That's why they got the little boy in a padded cell right now, wherever they are able to hold him. Like, oh no, I think they said it was padded. And what I wrote, like, they got him somewhere because there's no place to hold him.
And I know if we talking per the Bible, the sins of the children, it goes against the parents up to a certain age, and obviously there has to be some leeway for learning, and actually knowing consequences. And at 6, I don't think you necessarily know what consequences are. You might know what an ass whooping is. You might know what punishment is.
But that's all it is. They don't know what jail is. They don't know what fucking shit. I mean, some kids nowadays don't even know what standing in the damn corner is. Right. Or sitting in a chair with a dunce cap on your head looking retarded. Like, people don't know what that is.
Curtis, let's show the people how you should properly secure.
Yes. Damn. Oh, that's the joint with the key on it. Yeah. They can't pull that at all.
So unless one of them actually got the key,
right?
Yeah, Mocha said the 6-year-old was taken to a mental facility. I said when they said medical facility, I would just went ahead and replace that with mental facility anyway, because they want to know what his train of thought is.
Padded room.
So Kurt, I'm gonna give you a weird scenario. I know it might be a scenario that you obviously don't want to think about, but just give this scenario to you. So you fuck around and lose your keys, and one of the kids actually has them, and you didn't actually lose them, and same situation happens. Is it your fault?
Yep.
Yeah. Because I keep it on the keychain with my car key. So that means that they didn't got my car keys too, which means I can't go nowhere. So if I lose them keys, then and I have 2 sets. It's 2 keys. One is on my keychain, the other one's on my wife's keychain.
But do you check every day before you leave the house to make sure that the gun is still where it's supposed to be?
Ooh, that's a good question.
No.
You see where I'm going with this? Because the person could say, well, what your keys was on the table. So boom, while you wasn't paying attention, you was outside in the yard. Somebody went and grabbed your gun, took the lock off
Okay,
that joint,
all right.
put your keys
Put
back where they
it
was,
back.
and you never knew that your gun was
Okay.
gone.
Yes, and the only other thing I have behind that is, yes, the lock is does have a code to it, but it's not a code. The numbers we came up with is not like the usual. It's
Right.
not somebody's birthday.
I say I'm not trying
No,
to
I mean,
absolve the parent
no,
at all.
I
I'm
know,
just
I
saying
know,
there are some
but see,
situations where
I thought of a lot of things when I got this safe. You know what I'm saying? Like, first of all, like I keep money in the safe and I keep the gun. So it's like, all right, I don't want to have just like a generic code, like that, like we use that me and my wife use for everything, nothing like that. Like, not no birthdays, not no nothing like that. So it was like a number. It was of course, it's a digit code that we came up with, and it was like we came up with that.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So that's first of all. Second of all, I have a key. I have a key to this lock, right? And she has a key to this lock, and it's both on our keychains. So, and me, I literally have I have two different sets of keychains. One is for the store, and one is for my car. On my car, I have my car. I have this one. I have the lock for the door, for the front door, and I have four keys on it. So it's not like I have like a whole bunch of keys. So if I grab them, you know what I'm saying, I might get it missing. No, I have four keys on my keychain. So if I pick up my keychain and I don't see one of them four keys, which is automatic, then I'm like, hold on, what the fuck is going on?
Watch this. And then, like I said, I'm not trying to absolve the parent at all. I'm just saying that we don't know exactly what the circumstances was. I'll give you a good example, and Kurt knows about this one. So, hell, y'all both know about this. Remember, I had Shadow and Tay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So me and April are married at this point. We go out to Brad's house, and he stayed out in Kennesaw, right? And we just going out there real quick to kick it, but it ends up being a damn snowstorm. And we literally, like, in a matter of an hour, like, you could not drive. You know what I'm saying? Like, we couldn't even, I tried, because I was like, the dogs are at the house. Like, we got to get back to the crib. Now, mind you, the dogs are in a cage. The cage is one of those big cages, and it's got, you know what I'm saying, got two doors, and both of the dogs can fit in there comfortably. So we get snowed in out in Kennesaw. Boom, I think we were snowed in 2 days.
Damn.
It was 2 days before we could go to the crib. So let's say we went out there on a Friday. We couldn't get back to the crib till Sunday, right? We get to the crib on Sunday. Tay is laying on the couch, which we're like, what in the fuck? How is she on the couch? Going to the kitchen where the pen is, and the pen is broken down. Now this is the dog pen is broken down, right? So between the two of them, which probably more Shadow than anything, Shadow done hit this joint hard enough that it popped and it latched on. You know what I'm saying? So he done hit it hard enough that he done unlatched the cage and opened the cage up. And they had one puppy. We had one puppy. So for whatever reason, he decided, I'm about to be daddy. I'm about to free mama and let the puppy out as well. Bro, they broke the back window to the house.
Damn.
Broke the back window to the house. Got out through the back window. Went to the front yard to knock the trash can over because obviously they're hungry. So they eat all the dog food that's in the house. They break out the window, eat out the trash, and apparently two little boys is walking down the street. They see the two little boys. Tay start chasing the little boys. All right? So the little boys stay like 4 doors down. Boom, they run to their house, and I guess the little boy gets a stick and hits Tay. When he hits Tay, motherfucking Shadow starts to come in, and Tay ends up biting one of the little boys. Right?
Yeah.
Now, again, we get home. I guess this happened on Saturday. We get home. Shadow's not at home. Tay is in the house with the damn puppy on the couch. We walk through the kitchen, and then we see the back window is broken. But mind you, the way the window is made, bro, we looking at the window, and you know them doors that got a whole, like, it'll have four windows like this on it?
Yeah.
So it got 4 windows like this, and they done broke out just one.
Okay.
Now, y'all know how big Shadow was, right?
Right.
I ain't feel like it was any possible way that Shadow or Tay could have made it out this little ass window. But they did. We get home good, and we looking in the kitchen, boom, there's a knock on the door. It's animal control. So animal control is like, hey, there was an incident. We think one of your dogs bit somebody. And I'm like, what does the dog look like? And he shows me a picture of Shadow. He's like, we got this one. He was like, but there was another one, and we didn't get the other one. And I'm like, hold on, man. Like, there's no way. And I'm like, what does the other dog look like? He tells me what she looks like. I bring Tay outside, and he's like, that's her. And I'm like, there's no way, bro. I'm like, because we just got home, and she was in the house. He was like, she was in the house. And I'm like, yeah. So we go look at the back door again. Bro, when you look at the outside of the back door, you can see where she done cut her stomach on the glass after they done broke out the window. And you see blood on the back door. So these motherfuckers done broke out the damn door, then went through the damn window, then went, I don't even know how the hell they got through the fence, because dude says they were chasing Shadow around the neighborhood, and all of a sudden Tay just disappeared. So she done Houdini her way back into the backyard, and then ran back up the stairs, and then jumped back through the damn window and got back in the house.
Oh, what?
So he like, we gonna have to take her. And he tells me that Shadow didn't bite anybody, it was Tay. So I'm thinking I'm gonna be able to get my damn dog back. That's not the way that worked out, though. They actually ended up putting both of them to sleep, unfortunately.
No.
Yep. So that's how I lost Shadow. Basically, it was either I was gonna have to go to jail, even though the situation, the circumstances were fucked up. You can't say, oh, well, that was your fault. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right. That's
nothing about that shit was my fault, bro.
Your fault. Right. Yeah. I mean, that's a whole different scenario.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, you gotta understand. All right. So I give you that. Yes. There are certain times, sometimes when circumstances are beyond your control.
Right.
I just don't feel that a 6-year-old bringing a gun to school is out of a parent's control.
Right. Look at what Wacky might just said. Kids are just like those 2 dogs. They'll do some shit and you be like, it's no way. And then he's like, really?
But you know how the hell that you go back and look at the evidence and you see how the hell it happened.
All right, I give you that, and that is true. But I'm just saying, my kid would have to go through a lot to get to this gun and to unlock it. I mean, because they'd have to unlock it, they have to get into the safe first of all, which, like I said, it's not it's literally random numbers, nothing like where they could be like, oh, it's none of our birthdays, birth years, birth numbers, no, none of that shit.
Yeah, I'm almost certain. I was just sitting here and I told y'all I can predict the future.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with the gun was inside of the nightstand.
Something close where she could get it.
Yeah.
Especially, and do we know whether the father was in the house or anything like that? Because if
there is a father,
I don't. It didn't say anything about the father directly. It said the parents voluntarily came into the station. It did say parents. But the only thing, it only pointed out the fact that the mother purchased the gun and that it was legal. You know what I'm saying? So, and like it was an illegal firearm. It didn't say anything else about the father that I saw in the article.
And his parents could be 2 women. We don't know.
I do believe that. Wacky Mac. I do believe that too. Kids do watch you. I know that
more closely than you think. That's why it's important. Like when you got them certain things, that's why I'd be like, yo, I'm cooking in the kitchen. Like, get out the kitchen. Like, move. Get out my room. Don't come in my
I'll
room.
tell you
Now.
for a fact, my daughter is my daughter goes more off of like if I tell her something, she always watches my face. Like, all right, one day she was at the store and she was moving some shit around, and she was like, "Daddy, look what I did," and I was like, "Oh, that's good," and I walked away. And then next thing I know, she told my wife was like, "Yo, she know you was lying." I was like, "Why?" She was like, "Because she looked at your face and your face looked totally different than what you told her," which was true because like I like she fucked up my shelf, but I didn't want to make her feel that way, so I was like, "Oh yeah, good job," but I walked away real quick, and my face was looking like, "Damn, you fucked up," but I told her like, "Oh, good job," and she knew. So yeah, they do watch you very closely. That and the fact of like they teach different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I had a teacher conference, a parent teacher conference, and the teacher was actually like, "Look, the way she teaches is for them to ask questions."
Right.
So like when you think like so when my daughter's over and which made me have to think different of like when she be asking me questions because sometimes she asks me so many questions I'll be like, "Girl, shut the fuck up, like leave me alone," like
Mm-hmm.
but then I
We've
had to
all been
think.
there.
But after she told me like, "Look, I teach her to ask the questions so they could better understand." So then it got to the point where when she asked me a question, even though I'm frustrated, I literally think about the answer or how could I best give her the answer, no matter how frustrating it be.
Right.
So, like, times are different. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
I don't
just
know, but 6 years old. So I remember I remember when I was in first grade. Literally, the school I went to, there was another, like, there was some people that stayed behind for me. Right, these two. It was two girls that stayed behind for me. I was in first grade. They were in like fifth and sixth grade and their mother would pick them up and pick me up. I would literally sometimes I would go home with them. Sometimes I stay over their house for like an hour, and then I'll come around to I was at home by myself. Let me say it like that.
okay.
6, 7, 8. I'm saying I was at 9 up until 10 years old. I literally could come home and be by myself. And my mom worked from 11 to 7, so she wouldn't get home till like 8 o'clock. 7:30, 8 o'clock. No,
Yeah,
she worked
I
from
know them
11 to
days.
7:30.
Yeah.
So she wouldn't get home till like 11 until like 8 o'clock. And I literally could stay home by myself.
Yeah.
And I remember my nephew was like 11, 12. And I'd be like, and I have to pick him up, and I want to leave him at home. And my sister was like, "No, you can't leave him at home." I'm like, "What you mean, boy? 12 years old, he all right, he can stay at home." And
Right.
she was like, "Nah, you can't leave him at home. You don't know this and
Shoot.
that." And I'm like, "Yo, I was staying home." And she was like, "Well, those are different times." And I'm like, "Well, he need to fucking grow up." Like shit, like what the fuck? Like I got shit to do. I can't be watching this motherfucker when I got shit to do. I gotta hit these streets. you know, pass over that dime. But the thing I'm trying to say is like different times. Like I can't think of 30 years ago and expect my kids to grow up the same way.
Right. Because it's different times. Like kids don't
I
go
can't.
outside no more. Less shit for them to get in trouble about. You know what I'm saying? When you was going outside, you was exploring your
Crazy
block.
as hell. They get in more trouble with the internet now than if they did go outside.
Who
Right.
you talking about? You talking about my child that left my house to go live with his mom because his mom bought him a cell phone and I wouldn't allow it. And then not even 3 weeks later, he don't even have the phone because I warned y'all asses and told y'all asses he wasn't ready for it. But nobody wanted to listen to me. It's crazy shit. Yeah, it's different times, man. It's just
Yeah.
different shit. It's totally
What did the young squire do with the phone?
Oh no, his mama took the phone. Oh, what did he do with it? Oh, he did something outside of being here and trying to hide it from me. He was probably on it. He was probably on the phone at like 1 or 2 in the morning, and then probably told his mama that she can't do nothing about it. Pretty
He was
sure.
caking early in the
Oh
morning.
yeah. Oh yeah. And then got it taken away, and she disconnected it, so he don't have no phone total. But he looking at me like, well, about the cell phone. I'm like, don't talk to me about no phone, bro. Come up with some new shit. We're not even going there because I told you before. You left. You're gone. It's
Can't even,
great. You
can't
know,
even
love
get
my
that
child.
what's up going. Can't even get on that what's up no more.
No, you ain't got no apps, no nothing.
That's like, oh damn, I gotta renew this shit. I'm getting random pop up emails talking about the dog's microchips is about to expire and they need to be renewed.
Oh well,
Yeah,
that's happened.
Yeah, glad I saw the message. And Mocha said she was a single mother, actually.
Mother, yeah.
And
So that means the gun wasn't even in the nightstand; it was under the pillow.
It ain't no telling. I'm like,
it was super close.
What you were just talking about with the cell phone, it reminded me like had a conversation with Little Salt the other day. Well, Little Salt was trying to have a conversation with me, and she was like, so we need to talk about the prom and about such and such, and well, what she said about the prom and about graduation. Now, mind y'all, Little Salt just tried to pull an okie doke. Right. I told y'all about that, right?
Yeah.
I told y'all about that last week. Okay.
So I know you told me.
Yeah. So, she tried to pull a little okie doke. So she's like, me and Ashton are gonna wear, and I was like, man, I don't want to hear that nigga name in my house.
Right.
Like, I don't want to hear nothing about prom. I was like, let's focus on graduation. Which she did complete all of the work that she was supposed to complete, and she actually did her exit interview at school yesterday.
Congratulations.
So she officially does not have to go back to high school. She is officially done until graduation.
Oh, that's awesome.
She'll do the graduation part of it, but it was like, yeah, man, like, so now I'm assuming since she done had this graduation, she'll be bringing that story back up again or wanting to rehash prom, but I'm still not over the events that went down, so we can't talk about it just yet. Hey, man, it's about time for us to wrap this little thing up, man, and get on up out of here. So before we do, we like to say some inspiring words or, maybe even just talk shit about, your football team that won. But I'll go last. You know what I'm saying? I'll go last. Who cranking it off today?
Shoot, Kurt.
All right. So I'll talk a positive note as I always do. Like I say every time I'm chiming out of here. Every day you wake up, be the best person you can. Never stop trying, because once you stop trying, that's when you fail. And always try and have a better. Be happy for what you. Be grateful for what you have. I know for me personally, my mind likes to lead me in the wrong direction and let me think about everything bad that's going on in my life, instead of looking at all the beautiful and great things that I do have in life. So, just remember, man, be blessed, because you are. You wake up every morning. You have breath, you have life, you have people that love you, and even if you don't have people that love you, you love yourself. So that's my inspiration. Peace.
Super sweet. For me, pretty much the same thing I say every week. Keep moving forward, keep pushing forward, keep praying, keep believing that God will take you wherever you need to go as long as you push yourself. Faith without works is dead. So you got to get your ass in gear. You got to get up every morning, go to that job, open that store, get on this cast, go open a restaurant. You know what I'm saying? You got to do what you got to do. And, it's okay to believe, but you gotta put some work into some effort behind it. As Kurt said, and I've probably said in the past too, like, every day is a new day. As long as I wake up in the morning, I have no complaints, or I try not to. I am human. So, I do the best I can not to complain, because it's not going to help nothing anyway. So keep moving forward, do what you need to do, handle your business, count your blessings. In fact, don't count your blessings, because you don't even know what the number is. Mm-hmm. Just keep moving, handle your business, and, God bless, keep moving, keep doing what you got to do, keep pushing. And no New Year's resolutions. Stop it. Stop it. As soon as you make a damn resolution, you're already setting yourself up to fail. Choose something and focus on it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a job. Every little piece of whether you got to fold clothes or whether you got to run or whatever, it's all a little job. Implement it into your daily routine, and that will come to flourish as well. So you're good. Right. God bless. Happy New Year, everybody.
I got three quotes for you. Three quotes.
Shit. We'll play the dog then. Go play the dog. That's number one.
Just one small positive thought in the morning can change your whole day. That's my first one. I ain't even lie. I just say I had gotten into a little bit of a funk with going through this job search situation, and having to go through these background checks and feeling like it's jobs that I'm applying for that I could have walked in and got the job with no training or nothing, whereas now I'm having to deal with, the background checks, and I feel like I'm being passed over for positions, not only positions that I want, you know what I'm saying? It's been a couple positions that I really wanted, but I feel like I'm being looked over for positions that I'm overqualified for. So I really got into this little shitty mood about it, and I figured out that being in a shitty mood about it is cool, but staying in a shitty mood about it and not, living up to my full potential and not continuing to try was only going to hamper the situation. So I heard something on the radio, and it was basically saying that if you have problems getting up in the morning, if you would just get up and brush your teeth, then it would stimulate your brain for the rest of the day. You know what I'm saying? Basically, something as small as like getting up. If you get up, brush your teeth. If you get up and feed the dogs, instead of just soaking in your situation. And it's true. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, that one positive thought in the morning. What I try to do, I notice that when I wake up, if I meditate, I usually have a good day. If I meditate for 10 minutes, usually I'll pray for 5, and then I'll just sit and I'll think positively for 5. So, I see when that happens, the day goes well. Even today, bro, I wasn't feeling good. My colitis was fucking with me again. I said, but over Kesey house, we were eating pizza. I said it was so damn good though, bro. Like I ate some pizza, and it was like I had never eaten. What is this? Is this pizza? This is pizza. That pizza was so good, man. But I paid for it today. My colitis immediately was acting up. So I kind of I was in bed for most of the day, but I made sure I checked those emails and responded to a couple of possible jobs, and was crazy. Like I said, even not feeling good, just making sure I was checking the email, check my email. Oh, such and such just viewed your job on ZipRecruiter. Oh, okay, awesome. Oh, such and such just expedited your. Okay, boom. 2 phone calls a day. All right, hey, I was wondering if you're still interested in these positions. We want to conduct a virtual interview with you on tomorrow. So, boom, I got 2 virtual interviews tomorrow, y'all. Beautiful thing. Okay. So, one is for a remote position. One's for I will have to go in the office. So I'm hoping for the remote position, so I have some flexibility in my life. The other one, opportunities don't happen. You create them. It kind of goes in with what I was just saying. You can't sit back. It's easy to sit back, get down on yourself, and be like, I'm going to lay here in bed and somebody's still going to call me. It's not really the way it works, man. If you're not actually actively seeking, in my case, actively seeking a job, if you're not actively seeking opportunities, whether it be for different interviews, to make the show better, etc., it's easy to be like, oh, well, I'm not getting paid for going to these comedy shows and doing these interviews. But if I didn't go, then I wouldn't have the list of people that are pretty much telling me, hey, call me whenever you want to do an interview. You know what I'm saying? From Small Fire to Nick Lewis to Daryl Dam to the son of Dolomite, Quincy Carter, etc. If you don't put yourself in a position to have these things happen, then they just don't come to you. So, and my last one of the day is never too late to be what you might have been. You know what I'm saying? A lot of folks be like, man, I coulda. Well, I don't expect to be an NBA player. I mean, that's beyond the realm of possibility. And to be honest, I probably never was gonna be. But that doesn't mean that I can't go back to school. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean that I can't be on the radio as one of my, things that I aspire to do. All of those things are still within the realm of possibility. So as long as they're still within the realm of possibility, as long as you still breathing and you still have the ability to go out and do these things, man, get up off your ass, get up, get out, and get something
moving. Yo.
Yo, just, let me read something real quick that goes along with what you was just saying, Mo.
What you got?
It says, if you ask God to move a mountain, don't be surprised if he puts a shovel in your hands. Sometimes we have to work for our miracles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I love that. I love that.
And then what if you ask God to move a mountain, but you were the mountain, so he just telling you just to move, but you just standing there looking, waiting for the damn mountain to move, so you never understood. You see what I'm saying? You
I like that.
Yeah,
that was smooth.
You know what I'm saying? You was the mountain, man. You just needed to move.
That's what they say. You got to get out your own way sometime. Oh,
yeah.
Yeah,
we are our worst enemies. We are.
Mm-hmm.
We are our worst enemies.
Hey, party people, I appreciate y'all for tuning into the show tonight. Once again, hey, Funny First Friday is going down February the 3rd. Unparalleled Event Center, 6490 Veterans Parkway, Suite C. You can get your tickets in advance. Tickets $25 a piece. 833-22-FUNNY, 833-22-FUNNY. I do not think that there will be any tickets available at the door for this show, so you will have to get your tickets in advance, and you better get them before they sell out. Before we leave, y'all, let me do this. Action!
Oh, here we go. Where are the dogs?
Producer.
Where are the dog?